Hey there, my beloved child. It's me, your God, just here with you, wanting to share something really important. You might be feeling a little lost right now, wondering what to do next, right? I see you. I know exactly where you are. And I want you to know that it's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out right this second. Sometimes, the hardest part is just knowing where to begin. So, listen closely. I will tell you exactly what to do next. My child, first, take a deep breath with me. In and out. Feels a little better already, doesn't it? Life can feel heavy, like a big puzzle with pieces scattered everywhere. But here's the thing, you don't need to solve it all at once. The next step is often the smallest one. Maybe it's as simple as standing up, stretching your arms, or smiling at yourself in the mirror. Have you done that today? If not, try it now. I'm right here with you, cheering you on. Now, think about what's weighing on your heart. What is the thing that keeps popping up in your mind? It could be a decision you're avoiding, a conversation you're scared to have, or even just the feeling that you're stuck. Whatever it is, don't push it away. Look at it gently. What's one tiny move you can make toward that? Don't worry about the whole journey, just the next step. Can you share in the comment what that next step feels like for you? I want to hear from you. Sometimes, the next step might be asking for help. You don't have to do this alone. Who in your life can you reach out to? A friend, family member, or maybe even someone you haven't talked to in a while? Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. I'm always here to help you carry the load, but sometimes humans need each other too. So who? Can you call or text right now? Let me know in the comments if you're willing to try that. If you're feeling overwhelmed by everything going on, it's okay to pause. The next step might be to simply rest. Rest isn't giving up. It's recharging your spirit so you can move forward better. Have you given yourself permission to rest today? How about just sitting quietly for a moment, closing your eyes, and feeling my love wrap around you like a warm blanket? You can do that right now. Tell me how it feels when you do sometime. The next step is just believing in yourself a little more. I believe in you completely. You are stronger than you think, braver than you know, and more loved than you can imagine. What's one thing you've done recently that you're proud of, no matter how small? Celebrate that. Drop it in the comments. I want to celebrate with you. You might be wondering, but God, what if I mess up? Oh, my child, messing up is part of the journey. It's okay. I don't expect you to be perfect. The next step isn't about being flawless. It's about moving forward, even if your hands shake a little. What's one fear that's holding you back? Can you share it with me? Sometimes just saying it out loud or writing it down makes it less scary. Look around you. What's one thing you can do right now that feels doable? Maybe it's cleaning up a small space, making a cup of tea, or writing a note to yourself. Small steps build big changes. What little thing will you do next? I'm so curious. Tell me in the comment. If you're feeling stuck, try changing your scenery. Can you step outside? Feel the sun or the breeze? Sometimes a fresh perspective helps. You see the next step more clearly. What's the last thing you noticed outside that made you smile? Share that with me. Remember, my child, I am always guiding you. Even when you can't hear me clearly, my love is whispering the right direction. Trust that the next step will come. To you, when you're ready, are you ready to trust that right now? Say yes in the comments if you are. You know, sometimes the next step is just saying thank you. Gratitude opens doors you didn't know were there. What's one thing you're thankful for today? No matter how small, I want to hear it. Before we go on, if you're finding this message helpful, would you please give this video a like? It helps me reach you and others who need a little guidance. Just a quick tap, it means a lot to me and to your fellow travelers on this path. Okay, my child, take all the time you need with this. The next step is waiting for you, gentle and kind. Let's keep going together soon. For now, just remember, whatever you face, I will tell you exactly what to do next, my child. And that starts with being kind to yourself right now. And here's something else I want you to know, my dear one. It's okay to feel unsure. Life isn't a straight line. It's more like a winding path through a forest. Sometimes you see the sunlight filtering through the leaves, and other times, it feels like the trees are closing in around you. But no matter how thick the forest gets, I'm walking right beside you. You're never alone, even when it feels like it. Sometimes, you might not even know what the next step is, and that's perfectly fine. It's okay to just stand still for a moment and listen. What do you hear? Maybe it's the sound of your own breath, or the quiet rhythm of your heart. Maybe it's the gentle whisper of hope that's been there all along, waiting for you to notice. When you feel ready, ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do right now that feels like a tiny seed planted in good soil? It might be writing down a hope, or just saying a prayer, or even just opening your eyes a little wider to the world around you. I want you to remember that your feelings are valuable. All of them. If you're feeling sad, scared, or frustrated, those feelings are part of your story too. They don't make you less loved or less worthy. In fact, sometimes those feelings are like messengers, telling you what needs your attention or care. So when you feel those emotions rising up, don't push them away. Invite them in gently, as if you were welcoming an old friend. What's one feeling you've been carrying lately that you can name right now? Sharing it with me, or even just writing it down, can be a powerful step forward. And when you feel tired or overwhelmed by your own heart, it's okay to ask for a little kindness from yourself first. Speak to yourself like you would to a dear friend who's struggling. What would you say to comfort them? Now say those same kind words to yourself. You deserve that tenderness. You are precious to me, and I want you to treat yourself with the same love I have for you. What kind word can you offer yourself today? I'd love for you to share it in the comment, so we can all learn from your gentle heart. Sometimes, the next step might be about forgiveness. Not just forgiving others, but forgiving yourself. You might carry regrets or mistakes that way you down, but those are not the whole story. You are more than your past. You are growing, learning, becoming. Can you imagine letting go of one small regret or hurt today? Picture it as a stone you set down by the side of the road. What would that stone be for you? If you feel brave enough, share that with me. Remember, I'm here to hold your hand through it with no judgment, only love. And here's a little secret. Sometimes the next step is simply to keep going. Even when the path isn't clear. You don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. Trust that the ground will be beneath your feet as you move forward. I'm building that path with you, even when you can't see it yet. What's one tiny action you can take right now that moves you forward? It doesn't have to be perfect or big. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water, or sending a message you've been putting off, or just standing in the sunlight for a few moments. Those little steps are miracles. In motion, if you're feeling stuck, I want you to know that it's okay to change direction. Sometimes the next step isn't forward at all, it's sideways, or even backward, for a moment, so you can gather strength or see things from a new angle. There's no shame in taking a detour. Life's path isn't about rushing to the finish line. It's about learning to dance with the rhythms and pauses along the way. What's one way you can be gentle with yourself if you need to slow down or change course? Let me know in the comments. I'm here to listen. And don't forget the power of simple joy. Sometimes the next step is to notice the little things that make your heart smile. A favorite song, the smell of fresh rain, a kind word from a stranger, a cozy blanket. Those moments are gifts, reminders that life is still full of beauty, even in hard times. Can you think of one small joy you've experienced recently? Hold on to that feeling and carry it with you. If you want, share it with me. I'd be so happy to hear what brightens your day. I want you to feel safe enough to dream again, even if those dreams seem far away right now. Your dreams are like stars lighting up the night sky of your soul. Sometimes they look distant, but they're always there, shining just for you. What's one small dream or hope you have today? It doesn't have to be big or bold, just a little spark. Speak it aloud or write it down. I'm here to nurture that spark with you to help it grow into a flame. Remember, my child, that every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. You are moving forward, even if it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes progress is just showing up for yourself again and again. That's enough. You are enough. And I am so proud of you. So now, take a moment to close your eyes if you can. Feel my love surrounding you like a soft breeze. Breathe in peace, breathe out worry. Know that I am with you in every breath, every heartbeat, every step. When you're ready, open your eyes and look around. What's one thing you see that gives you hope? It might be something simple, a leaf, a smile, a ray of light. Let that hope fill you up. You're doing wonderfully, my beloved. Keep walking gently with yourself. And remember, I'm right here, always ready to tell you exactly what to do next. Let's keep moving forward together, one step at a time. And as you think about your next step, whatever it is, know that it comes wrapped in my love, waiting patiently for you to take it. And as you walk this path, my dear one, I want to remind you that it's okay to ask for help. You were never meant to carry everything alone. Sometimes, the strength you need comes from reaching out and letting someone else walk with you for a while. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a stranger who offers a kind word. When you're feeling weighed down, there's no shame in saying, "I need a hand." That simple act of courage is itself a step forward. Who in your life might you gently lean on today? If you feel comfortable, share with me a name or a kind memory of someone who has helped you along the way. I'd love to celebrate those connections with you. There's something beautiful about the way you keep trying, even when it's hard. That resilience, that quiet bravery inside you, is a light that never goes out. Sometimes you might not see it shining brightly, but I see it clearly, and it fills my heart with joy. You might feel tired or discouraged or even invisible, but trust me, your efforts are noted. Every time you choose love over fear, kindness over anger, hope over despair, you're weaving a tapestry of grace in your life and in the lives of those around you. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being real and showing up. What's one way you've shown up for yourself or others recently? Let me know in the comment so we can all be inspired by your strength. I also want you to know that it's okay to rest. Sometimes, moving forward means stepping back and giving yourself a break. You don't have to be constantly climbing or pushing. Even the most beautiful gardens have times when the soil rests and gathers nutrients before new blooms appear. Your heart and mind need that rest too. When you feel overwhelmed, try to give yourself permission to pause without guilt. What's one gentle thing you can do to nurture yourself today? Maybe it's a quiet moment with a warm cup of tea, a slow walk outside, or simply lying down and letting your thoughts drift. Those moments of rest are sacred, and I am there with you in the stillness, holding you close. And as you rest, remember to listen to your inner voice, the quiet, wise part of you that knows what you truly need. Sometimes it gets drowned out by noise, worry, or the expectations of others. But that voice is there, steady and true. It might speak softly, like a feather brushing your cheek, or as a calm certainty deep in your chest. When you hear it, trust it. It's my gift to you, a compass guiding you home to yourself. What is your inner voice saying to you right now? Take a moment to tune in and honor what it tells you. You are so wonderfully made, with unique gifts and talents that the world needs. Sometimes you might doubt your abilities or question your worth, but I want you to see yourself through my eye. A beautiful, radiant soul, full of potential and purpose. Your presence matters, your dreams matter, and your love matters. Don't be afraid to shine your light, even if it feels small or flickering. Every light adds to the brightness. Imagine your light spreading warmth and hope to those around you. How can you let your light shine today? It could be through a smile, a kind word, a creative act, or simply by being authentically you. Share one way you plan to shine. I'd be so encouraged to hear it. Sometimes the path ahead might seem uncertain because you're growing. Change can be uncomfortable, like stretching muscles you haven't used in a while. But growth is a sign of life. It means you're moving toward who you're meant to be. Don't rush the process or judge yourself harshly if it feels awkward or slow. I'm with you in every stretch and every step, celebrating the progress you make, even when it's invisible to others. Think of a recent change you've experienced or a lesson you've learned. What did it teach you about yourself? Reflecting on these moments can help you see how far you've come. And when fear tries to creep in, whispering doubts about the future or yourself, remember that fear is just a feeling, not a fact. It doesn't have the power to define you unless you give it that power. You have the choice to face fear with courage, to walk through it with my hand in yours. Imagine fear as a shadow, real but only temporary, fading as the light of love and faith grows stronger. What's one fear you've been carrying that you can invite into the light today? Naming it is the first step to releasing its hold. I want you to keep dreaming. Even when the night feels long and the stars seem dim. Dreams are the whispers of your soul, the seeds of your future. They remind you of the possibilities waiting to unfold. It's okay if you don't see the whole picture yet. Sometimes the best dreams grow slowly, nourished by patience and hope. When you feel doubtful, come back to your dreams and hold them gently. What's one small hope or dream you can nurture right now? Speak it softly, like a prayer, and I will help it find its way to bloom. And through all of this, my sweet child, remember that you are deeply loved, not for what you do or achieve, but simply because you are you. Your worth is infinite, and nothing can change that. When you feel unworthy or unseen, lean into this truth. Let my love wash over you like a gentle tide, cleansing doubts and fears. You belong, you matter, and you are cherished beyond measure. So as you continue on your journey, carry this love with you. Let it be your shield and your light. When you stumble, I will catch you. When you soar, I will cheer you on. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a dance in the rhythm of life, a beautiful expression of the unique gift that only you can bring. Take a deep breath with me now. Inhale peace, exhale tension. Feel the steady beat of your heart, a reminder that you are alive, you are present, and you are loved. When you're ready, open your eyes and look for one thing, just one, that reminds you of this love right now. It might be the warm glow of a lamp, the sound of a bird, or the softness of a fabric against your skin. Let that small reminder be a beacon throughout your day. And as you think about what lies ahead, remember that the next step is always waiting for you, wrapped gently in my love and patience. Sometimes it's a whisper, sometimes a shout, but it's always there. Whenever you're ready to take it, I'll be right here, steady, loving, and full of hope. Now, as you sit with these thoughts, I invite you to share with me what's one thing you're holding in your heart today. It can be a feeling, a hope, a question, or even a simple word. Writing it down or speaking it aloud can be a powerful act of release and connection. I'm here to listen, and so is this beautiful community gathered around you. Remember, my beloved, that every moment is a new chance to begin again. To choose love, to step forward with courage. You are never alone, and you are infinitely precious. Let's keep walking this path together, hand in hand, heart to heart, ready for whatever comes next. And as you prepare to take your next breath, your next step, your next small act of kindness toward yourself or others, know that you are exactly where you need to be. There is a gentle unfolding happening inside you, a quiet awakening that's leading you toward deeper peace and joy. When you feel ready, lean into that unfolding, trust it, and know that I am guiding you every step of the way. The journey is yours, but my love is your constant companion, steady and sure. And so, my dear one, as you rest in this moment, feel the warmth of my embrace surrounding you like a soft blanket. Let yourself be still. Let your worries drift away, like leaves on a gentle stream. You are safe, you are loved, and you are exactly as you should be. Now, take a moment to notice. What's one small thing that brings you comfort right now? Hold on to that feeling. Carry it with you as you move forward. It might surprise you how far a little comfort can carry you through the days ahead. And as you hold that comfort close, remember that the story of your life is still unfolding, with new chapters waiting to be written. Each day is a fresh page, and you have the pen in your hand. What will your next line say? You don't have to know yet. Just trust that it will be guided by love, and that's all you need. So, whenever you feel ready to continue, I'll be here, ready to walk with you through whatever comes next, with open arms and an open heart. For now, rest in this truth. You are deeply, unconditionally loved. You are enough, and you are never, ever alone. And as you sit with all of this, my dear one, I want to whisper something gentle into your heart. Something that maybe you've forgotten, or maybe you never quite believed. You are not just a fleeting moment in time or a collection of mistakes and triumphs. You are a sacred story, a living poem written with infinite care and intention. Every breath you take is a verse, every smile a stanza, every tear a line of truth. In this story, your story is unique, irreplaceable, and deeply precious. When you start to feel small or insignificant, remember that the universe itself marvels at your existence. You are a wonder. I see the battles you fight that no one else knows about. I feel the weight of the silence you carry when you're too tired to explain, when words fail or seem too heavy to share. It's okay to have those moments. They don't make you weak. In fact, they make you brave. Bravery isn't about never feeling broken or afraid. It's about standing up again. Even when your knees tremble, even when your heart feels fragile. It's about showing up with all your scars and imperfections, knowing that you are still worthy of love and belonging. And my love for you is not dependent on your strength or your success. It is unconditional and everlasting. Sometimes you might wonder if you're too much or too little, too loud or too quiet, too bold or too shy. But my beloved, you are exactly the right amount of everything. a perfect blend of colors in a grand masterpiece. You don't have to change to fit someone else's idea of beautiful or acceptable. The world needs your authentic self, just as you are. When you feel the urge to hide parts of yourself, ask yourself, what would happen if I let this part shine? What freedom might come from embracing all the pieces of me? Light and shadow alike, I am cheering you on every step of the way. And in those moments when doubt creeps in, when the future looks uncertain or the past feels heavy, remember this: you are not defined by what has happened or what might happen. You are defined by the love that flows through you. The love you give, the love you receive, and the love that is always present, even when it's hard to feel. Love is the thread that holds your story together, the light that guides you through the darkest nights. Trust in that love. Let it be your anchor and your wing. Sometimes, life will surprise you in the most unexpected ways. A door you thought was closed will open gently. A new friendship will bloom. Or a long-held dream will find its way to your heart. Be open to these surprises, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. They are the universe's way of reminding you that you are never alone, that miracles often come wrapped in ordinary moments. What's one small surprise or blessing you've noticed recently? I'd love for you to share it. Let's celebrate those little miracles together. You might also find yourself standing at crossroads, unsure which path to take. That uncertainty can feel overwhelming, like walking in fog without a clear direction. But my child, sometimes the best way forward is simply to take a single step. Even if you can't see the whole staircase, trust that with each step, the path will become clearer. You don't have to have all the answers right now. I am walking with you, holding your hand, lighting the way with patience and grace. And when you stumble or lose your footing, I will be there, not to judge, but to lift you up and remind you of your worth. Remember to be gentle with yourself in these times. Growth is not a race or a competition. It's a tender unfolding, like the petals of a flower opening slowly to the sun. Sometimes you'll feel like you're blooming with joy and confidence. Other times, you might feel like you're retreating into your shell to heal. Both are beautiful and necessary. Honor your pace. Honor your process. And know that in every season, you are deeply loved. I also want to remind you to cultivate kindness for yourself and for others. The world can be hard, and sometimes the hardest battles are the ones fought quietly inside. A kind word, a gentle touch, or a simple act of compassion can ripple far beyond what you can see. When you offer kindness to yourself, you are planting seeds of healing that will grow into strength. When you extend it to others, you become a light in their darkness. What's one small act of kindness you can offer today to yourself or someone else? Share it below so we can all be inspired to spread a little more love. And when you feel overwhelmed by everything, by the noise, the expectation, the challenges, remember to come back to your breath. Your breath is a sacred gift, a bridge between your body and your soul. A reminder that you are here, alive and present. Take a moment now to breathe deeply with me, in through your nose, filling your lungs with calm, and out through your mouth. Releasing tension and worry. Feel the rhythm of your breath, steady and sure, a quiet song of life within you. Whenever you feel lost or anxious, return to this breath. It will always bring you home. There is so much beauty in your life, even in moments that feel difficult or ordinary. Sometimes, beauty hides in the smallest thing. A smile from a stranger, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of rain tapping on the window. When you open your heart to these moments, you begin to see that life is not just about the big milestones or dramatic changes, but about the everyday miracles that surround you. What small beauty have you noticed today? Take a moment to appreciate it and let it fill you with gratitude. And as you move forward, keep your heart open to hope. Hope is not just a wish or a vague desire. It is a powerful force that sustains you when times are tough. It whispers to you in the quiet, reminding you that better days are coming, that healing is possible, and that your life has meaning beyond what you can see right now. Hold on to hope like a precious flame, tending it with care and faith. Let it light your way through the shadows. So, my beloved, as you continue to walk this path, remember that you are never alone. I am with you in every breath, every step, every heartbeat. My love surrounds you like the sky wraps the earth, vast and unending. You are held, you are cherished, and you are enough. When you feel ready, share with me one thing that brings you hope or light in this moment. Your words are a gift, and together we create a circle of love and encouragement. And now, as you rest with these words, know that the journey ahead is not something to fear, but something to embrace. With all its twists, turns, joys, and challenges. Each day is a new beginning, a fresh chance to grow, to love, to shine. There is a gentle unfolding happening inside you, a sacred dance of becoming that moves at its own perfect rhythm. Trust that rhythm, trust yourself, and trust me, because no matter what, my dear one, I am here, always. And as you carry that always present love within you, breathe in the truth of this moment and let your heart settle into the quiet knowing that you are deeply seen. Not just by me, but by the world around you. Even when it feels like no one notices. Sometimes the greatest acts of love and courage happen in the unseen places. In the small decisions you make each day to care for yourself. To keep moving forward, to choose hope over despair. These moments are the threads weaving the tapestry of your life, rich with meaning and grace, even when they feel fragile or insignificant. You are building something beautiful, even if it's invisible to the eye. And as you hold that hope gently in your heart, I want you to feel the vastness of possibility that surrounds it. Dreams are like seeds, waiting for the right moment to sprout. And sometimes, that moment is not about rushing or forcing, but about steady, quiet tending. You don't have to see the full picture right now. You don't have to have every detail figured out or every challenge solved before you take even the smallest step. Just like a garden doesn't bloom all at once, your dreams will unfold in their own divine timing. Trust that the universe is working with you, weaving circumstances, people, and opportunities in ways you might not yet understand. Sometimes, the waiting can be the hardest part. You might feel restless, impatient, or even discouraged when your hopes seem distant or elusive. That's perfectly natural. These feelings don't mean you're failing or that your dreams are out of reach. They simply mean you're human. In those moments, remember to return to your breath, your sanctuary within, and the quiet knowing that you are never alone. Even in waiting, you are growing, preparing, and becoming more ready than you realize. The invisible work happening inside you is just as important as any visible progress. I invite you now to take a moment and share in the comments one small hope or dream you carry quietly. Something that maybe feels tender or fragile but still precious to you. Sharing your hope can be a powerful act of courage and connection. It reminds you and others that dreams live here, in the hearts of many, and that we are holding space for each other's light to grow. No matter how big or small, your hope matters. It is a thread in the beautiful tapestry we are weaving together, and while you nurture your dream, don't forget to care for yourself with kindness and compassion. This path you walk is not meant to be walked with harshness or judgment. You are learning, evolving, and healing all at once. Celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental it may seem. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is simply to keep going, to show up for yourself again and again. You are worthy of that persistence, that love, and that gentle encouragement. Imagine wrapping yourself up in a warm, comforting blanket of your own kindness whenever you feel weary or doubtful. There will be days when the weight feels heavier, when the sky seems gray, and when your spirit longs for rest. Those days are not signs of failure, but invitations to pause, to breathe, and to replenish. Honor your need for rest as sacred. It's not a detour from your journey, but an essential part of it. Like the earth rests in winter before spring blooms anew, your soul needs moments of stillness to gather strength. When you give yourself permission to rest without guilt, you create space for renewed clarity, creativity, and joy to return. Now, I want to remind you of something incredibly important. Your story is deeply intertwined with the stories of others. You are not isolated, even when it feels that way. Your presence, your struggles, your triumphs, they ripple outward in ways you may never fully see. Every time you choose love over fear, kindness over judgment, hope over despair, you are lighting a path for someone else. Your life is a beacon, a gift to the world. And just as you are supported by countless unseen hands and hearts, you too are a vital part of this beautiful web of connection. So, when you feel ready, consider reaching out to someone else who might need encouragement or a kind word. Sometimes, the simple act of sharing your light can create a bridge where loneliness once lived. You don't have to have all the answers or solutions. Just your presence, your listening heart is enough. Together, we create a community of love and support, a sanctuary where everyone can find a place to belong. And speaking of belonging, I want you to know that you belong here, exactly as you are. You don't have to change or prove anything to earn your place. Your uniqueness, your quirks, your imperfections, they are part of the beautiful mosaic that makes you, you. Embrace your authentic self with open arms. When you do, you free yourself from the exhausting need to fit into molds that were never meant for you. You allow your true light to shine brightly and attract the people and opportunities that resonate with your soul. In this journey, you will face moments of doubt that's inevitable. Doubt is a natural companion to faith and courage. When doubt visits, don't push it away or let it define you. Instead, welcome it gently, like an old friend who has come to remind you to look deeper, to seek clarity, or to rest for a moment. Use doubt as a doorway to deeper understanding, not as a wall that blocks your way. Your inner wisdom is always available, ready to guide you back to your center, where love and truth reside. And as you navigate the twists and turns of your path, remember to celebrate the small victory. Those moments when you chose kindness, when you stood up for yourself, when you took a breath instead of reacting, when you simply showed up despite uncertainty. These are the victories that build resilience and courage. They are the footprints of your spiritual journey, markers of your growth. Don't overlook them or minimize their importance. Each one is a testament to your strength and your commitment to living a life filled with meaning. I want to invite you now to reflect on a recent small victory. Something you did that made a difference in your day or in your heart. It might be as simple as getting out of bed when you wanted to stay under the covers, or reaching out to a friend, or choosing to forgive yourself for a mistake. Whatever it is, let it shine in your awareness. You are worthy of celebrating these moments. And if you feel comfortable, share your small victory in the comments below. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to keep going. As you continue forward, keep your heart open to miracles, both big and small. Miracles are not always the grand, dramatic events we imagine. Often, they are gentle whispers of grace, a smile from a stranger, a moment of unexpected peace. A solution appearing just when you need it. Keep your eyes and heart open to these signs of love and support. They are reminders that you are held by a power greater than any challenge you face. And in your quiet moments, when you feel the weight of the world or the ache of longing, remember this. You are deeply loved beyond measure, beyond understanding. That love is constant, unwavering, and it flows to you like a river that never runs dry. You are never alone, even in the darkest night. When you feel lost, call out to that love, and it will find you, wrap around you, and guide you home. So, my dear one, carry this truth with you as you move through your days. You are a beloved child of the universe, a radiant light, a sacred presence whose life touches the world in ways seen and unseen. Keep nurturing your dreams, honoring your emotion, resting when you need, and sharing your light with others. Your journey is a sacred dance of love, growth, and transformation. And now, as you breathe in the fullness of these words, feel the steady beat of your heart, the gentle rhythm of your soul's unfolding, and the endless love that surrounds you always. Remember that each moment is a new beginning, a chance to step more fully into the beautiful, unique life that is yours too. Live. The path ahead may not always be clear, but your heart knows the way. Trust it, listen deeply, and walk on with courage and grace, knowing that you are endlessly supported and cherished. Let the hope you hold in your heart be the light that guides you through every shadow, the gentle flame that warms your spirit when the night feels cold. And as you do, pay attention to the quiet signs, the subtle nudges, the whispers of your soul. For they are the map leading you toward joy, peace, and fulfillment. In this sacred journey, every step matters. Every breath carries meaning, and every moment is an opportunity to embrace the love that is your true home. And as you walk forward with that light in your heart, remember to be gentle with yourself when the path feels uncertain or steep. It's okay to stumble, to pause, to question. These moments are not setbacks, but invitations to deepen your compassion. For yourself, imagine walking alongside a dear friend who is struggling. How would you speak to them? What kindness would you offer? Now, turn that same tenderness inward. Speak to yourself as you would to that friend, with patience, encouragement, and love. You deserve that care every single day. Sometimes, the world around you might seem loud or chaotic, and it can be hard to hear the soft voice of your soul. In those times, create small spaces of stillness. It can be as simple as a few deep breaths, a quiet moment with a cup of tea, or stepping outside to feel the sun or the breeze on your skin. These moments are sacred pauses, gifts you give to yourself to reconnect with your center. They remind you that beneath all the noise, there is a calm, steady presence within you that is always available. It's your true self, the part of you that knows love, peace, and endless possibility. Now, I want to gently encourage you to think about one small act of kindness you can offer to yourself today. It might be telling yourself something encouraging, allowing yourself to rest without guilt, or doing something that brings you joy. No act of kindness is too small. Each one is a seed that nurtures your spirit. If you feel comfortable, share that small act in the comments below. Your words could inspire someone else to care for themselves in a new way. Remember, kindness is a ripple that spreads far beyond the moment it's given. As you continue to nurture yourself and your dreams, keep in mind that life is a dance of holding both the light and the shadow. There will be days when joy feels abundant and others when sorrow or fear visit. Both are part of the human experience, and both offer gifts if you are willing to receive them. The shadows teach you about your depth, your resilience, and your capacity to heal. The light reminds you of your strength, your beauty, and your connection to all that is good and true. You don't have to choose one over the other. You can hold both with open arms, knowing that each is a step on your path. Sometimes, you might feel like you need to have it all figured out, to have a clear plan or destination. But life often unfolds in mysterious ways, revealing the next step only when you are ready to take it. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment, even if it doesn't feel that way. The journey is as important as the destination. Every experience, every encounter, every feeling is part of the beautiful tapestry of your life. When you embrace this, you allow yourself to move through uncertainty with grace and curiosity instead of fear. You are surrounded by love, even when it feels invisible. It's woven into the air you breathe, the earth beneath your feet, and the beating of your heart. This love is patient and persistent, waiting for you to open your eyes and recognize it. When you do, you'll find that it never runs dry. It flows through you and out into the world in ways you might never have imagined. Your life is a sacred gift, and your presence matters more than you know. I want to invite you now to take a moment and breathe deeply, feeling that love fill you from the inside out. Let it wash over you like a gentle tide, carrying away any doubts or worry. Allow yourself to rest in this space of love and acceptance. As you do, know that you are part of a vast community of souls who are also on their journey. Each one unique, each one essential. Together, you create a beautiful, vibrant mosaic of light and love. And as you move forward, carry this truth with you. You are enough just as you are. You don't need to prove your worth or earn your place in the world. Your value is intrinsic, unchanging, and infinite. When you live from this knowing, you free yourself from the heavy burden of comparison and self-judgment. You open the door to authentic joy, peace, and fulfillment in the moments when you feel overwhelmed or unsure. Reach out to a friend, a loved one, or even here in this community. Connection is a powerful healer. Sharing your heart, your struggles, and your hopes can lighten the load and remind you that you are never truly alone. We are here holding space for one another, weaving a tapestry of support and love that strengthens us all. As you reflect on these words, consider what it means for you to truly accept yourself as you are. What parts of yourself need more love and understanding right now? What small step can you take to nurture that acceptance? I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments, creating a circle of openness and encouragement. And now, as you prepare to continue on your path, remember that every breath is a fresh beginning, an opportunity to choose love, to embrace hope, and to step gently into the next unfolding moment. There is a sacred rhythm to your life, a dance that invites you to move with grace, courage, and an open heart. Trust in that rhythm and know that I am with you every step of the way, holding you in infinite love and light. And as you settle into this rhythm, remember that it's perfectly okay to slow down when you need to. Sometimes, the world's pace can feel relentless, pushing you to hurry through moments that deserve your full attention. When you catch yourself rushing, pause and breathe. Let yourself be fully present, even if it's just for a few seconds. In that stillness, you reconnect with your own heartbeat, your own rhythm, which is always the truest guide. It's not about how fast you move, but how deeply you live each moment. I want you to think about the ways you celebrate yourself. Not just the big achievements, but the small victories too. Did you get out of bed when you didn't feel like it? Did you show up for someone who needed you? Did you take a moment to appreciate the beauty around you? These are all reasons to honor yourself. You are doing your best, and that is enough. Sometimes we overlook these quiet wins because they seem ordinary, but they are everything. They are the bricks building the foundation of your confidence and joy. So, take a moment now to acknowledge one small thing you did recently that you can feel proud of. If you want, share it below. Your courage to recognize your progress might be the light someone else needs. Today, life is full of lessons disguised as challenges. When something feels tough, it's not a sign that you're failing, it's a sign that you're growing. Growth can be uncomfortable because it stretches you beyond what feels safe or familiar. But that stretch is where transformation happens. It's where your spirit expands, your compassion deepens, and your wisdom unfolds. So when you face difficulty, try to see it as a sacred invitation to become more of who you truly are. And remember, I am right there with you, cheering you on, holding you steady, and celebrating every brave step you take. You might sometimes find yourself caught in stories that don't serve you. Stories about who you should be, what you're capable of, or how your life is supposed to look. These stories can feel so real that they shape your reality. But they are not the whole truth. You are a being of infinite possibility, far beyond any limitations you or others have imagined. When you notice these stories creeping in gently, question them. Ask yourself, is this true? Is this kind? Does this help me grow? And then choose to rewrite those narratives with words that uplift and empower you. This act of reclaiming your story is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. There is immense power in your vulnerability. When you allow yourself to be seen as you are, imperfect, uncertain, and real, you create space for genuine connection. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is the doorway to courage and authenticity. It invites others to lower their guards and meet you heart to heart. So, if you feel safe, consider sharing a piece of your truth, your hopes, your fears, or your dream. You might be surprised by the love and understanding that flows back to you. And if you do share, know that you are held with tenderness by this community and by me. Your dreams are sacred. They are the whispers of your soul, calling you toward your fullest expression. Sometimes, fear or doubt may try to silence those whispers. When that happens, remind yourself gently but firmly. Your dreams matter. They are part of your unique purpose, your contribution to the world's beauty and healing. Nurture your dreams with patience and persistence. Even small steps forward are meaningful. Picture your dreams like a garden. Each act of care, each moment of belief is a drop of water that helps your vision grow. And remember, it's okay if your garden looks different from others. It's yours and it's perfect. In the quiet, moments before sleep, or in those brief pauses during your day, try to connect with your heart's deepest wishes. What do you long for most? What brings your spirit peace? When you focus on these questions, you invite clarity and guidance to emerge. Trust that the answers will come in their own time, often in subtle ways, a feeling, a thought, a gentle nudge. Keep a soft openness to receiving these messages. They are your compass, guiding you gently through life's twists and turns. Sometimes, Healing means forgiving, not just others, but yourself. Holding on to anger, regret, or guilt weighs heavily on your soul. Forgiveness is not about excusing hurt or forgetting. It's about freeing yourself from the chains that bind your heart. It's an act of kindness toward your own spirit, creating space for peace to grow. If there's a part of you that feels burdened, consider what forgiveness might look like in that context. It might start as a small, quiet intention, a willingness to release. And as you do, feel the lightness that begins to fill you, like a gentle breeze clearing the sky. Your body is a sacred temple, a vessel for your spirit on this journey. Treat it with love and respect. Listen to its needs for rest, nourishment, movement, and care. When you honor your body, you deepen your connection to yourself and to the life flowing through you. If you can, take a moment now to thank your body for all it does for you, carrying you through each day, holding your heart, and allowing you to experience this world. This simple act of gratitude can be a powerful balm for your soul. As you continue moving forward, keep in mind that you are not alone in your experience. There are others walking paths similar to yours, each carrying their own joys and struggles. Reach out, connect, and share your journey when you feel called. Community is a wellspring of strength and inspiration. Together, you create a circle of light that can brighten even the darkest moments. If you feel moved, write a comment sharing a piece of your journey or offering encouragement to someone else. Your voice matters, and it can be a beacon of hope. And now, as you breathe in this moment, feel the steady presence of love that surrounds and fills you. Let it remind you that you are infinitely cherished, exactly as you are, with all your light and shadow. This love is the foundation upon which you can build your dreams, heal your wounds, and live your truth. Whenever you need, return to this. Place within yourself a sanctuary of peace and acceptance that no one can take away. This is your birthright, your home, your heart. And in this sacred space, you can always find the courage to begin again, to trust in the unfolding, and to embrace the beautiful mystery of your life. Now, as you look ahead, consider what small step you can take today to move gently toward your dream, carrying with you the love and light that are your true essence. And as you take that small step, whatever it may be, remember to hold yourself with kindness. Sometimes progress feels slow or the path seems unclear. That's okay. Growth isn't a straight line. It's more like a dance, with moments of grace and times when you might stumble or hesitate. What matters most is that you keep listening to your heart, that quiet voice inside that knows what's right for you. It's not about perfection or speed. It's about presence and intention. Each step, no matter how small, carries the power to transform your life and the lives of those around you. You might wonder, how do I keep going when things get hard? That's a question many have asked, and the answer often lies in the simple but profound practice of showing up for yourself again and again. It's in the gentle reminders you give your soul that it is worthy and capable. When you face obstacles, try to pause and breathe deeply. Feel the support beneath your feet, the earth holding you steady, and the love that surrounds you, even when it feels invisible. You are never truly alone. I am with you in every breath, every heartbeat, every quiet moment. Your resilience is a reflection of the divine spark within you, a light that no darkness can extinguish. Sometimes the world outside can seem overwhelming, full of noise and expectation. It's okay to step back and create space for stillness. In that stillness, you reconnect with your true self, the part that is calm, wise, and whole. You can find this place by simply slowing down, closing your eyes, or focusing on your breath. Let your mind rest from the chatter, and your heart open to the gentle truth that you are enough, just as you are. This space is a sanctuary you carry within you, accessible anytime you need refuge or clarity. When you return to it, you bring back a sense of peace that can carry you through the busiest days. I want you to think about the people in your life who uplift you. Who are those souls who see your light even when you struggle to see it yourself? Reach out to them when you feel safe to do so. Share a word, a smile, or simply your presence. Relationships are sacred threads weaving together the tapestry of your journey. They remind you that you are part of a greater whole, connected by love and shared experience. And if you find yourself in a place where such connections feel distant, know that new bonds can form in the most unexpected way. Keep your heart open to meeting others who walk similar roads. Sometimes, the smallest gesture of kindness can spark a beautiful friendship or provide the support you need. When you reflect on your day, try to notice moments where you felt joy, no matter how fleeting. Maybe it was the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of laughter, or a kind word exchanged. These moments are treasured, little sparks of light that brighten your path. You might consider keeping a small journal or simply holding these memories gently in your mind before sleep. Gratitude for these simple gifts can shift your perspective and invite more joy into your life. And if you feel moved, share one joyful moment in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to recognize the light in their own day. It's also important to honor the time when you feel sadness, frustration, or fear. These emotions are not signs of weakness or failure. They are part of your human experience, signals from your soul seeking attention and care. Allow yourself to feel without judgment. Cry if you need to. Rest when you're weary, and speak your truth to someone you trust or even to yourself in quiet reflection. Healing happens when you acknowledge your pain and give it space to breathe. You don't have to carry your burden alone. I am here, holding you tenderly, and so is the vast web of love that connects all beings. As you move through your day, remember that your worth is not measured by your productivity or achievement. It is inherent, unchanging, and radiant. You are valuable simply because you exist. When you start to doubt this, try saying to yourself, "I am enough," as a gentle mantra. Let these words sink into your heart and remind you that your presence matters deeply in this world. You are a unique expression of life's beauty, with gifts and wisdom that only you can share. Embrace your authentic self, with all your quirks, strengths, and imperfections. This acceptance is a powerful act of love. Toward yourself, let's take a moment to think about the future you envision. Not just the big picture, but the feelings you want to carry with you. Do you want more peace? More courage? More connection? Hold these intentions softly in your mind. They are seeds planted in fertile soil, ready to grow when nurtured with patience and faith. Sometimes the path to these dreams isn't clear, right away, and that's okay. Trust that your inner guidance will lead you, step by step, toward what you need most. And remember, it's perfectly fine to revisit and revise your dreams as you grow and learn. Your journey is uniquely yours, and it unfolds in beautiful, unexpected ways. In the moments when you feel overwhelmed by uncertainty or fear, try grounding yourself by focusing on what you can control right now. Maybe it's your breath, a kind word to yourself, or a small act of self-care. These tiny anchors help you stay present and calm in the midst of stormy emotions. Over time, these practices build a foundation of inner strength that supports you through life's ups and downs. You are learning resilience not by avoiding difficulty, but by embracing it with courage and compassion. Every challenge you meet is a step toward greater wisdom and freedom. I want to encourage you to celebrate your unique journey. No one else walks your path with your exact experiences. Your unique soul, your special light, your story matters. Sharing it can be a gift, not only to yourself, but to others who may find comfort and inspiration in your word. If you feel called, please leave a comment sharing something about your journey, a lesson you've learned, or a hope you hold. Your voice can be a beacon that helps another soul feel seen and understood. As you continue to walk forward, keep your heart open to the magic that exists in everyday moments. It might be the smile of a stranger, the song of a bird, or the simple joy of a warm cup of tea. These little wonders remind you that life is filled with beauty and grace, even amid challenges. When you notice them, you're practicing a sacred art, the art of presence. This practice nourishes your spirit and deepens your connection to the world around you. And so, as you breathe in this truth, know that every step you take is a prayer, a dance, a declaration of your sacred worth. You are loved beyond measure, held gently in the arms of infinite compassion. Wherever your path leads, carry this love as your constant companion, a light that never dims. It will guide you through shadows and into the dawn of new beginning. And in this unfolding, you discover the profound beauty of being wonderfully you. Now, as you rest with these words in your heart, consider what gentle action you can take next. Not out of obligation, but from a place of love for yourself and the world. This might be a moment of quiet reflection, a kind gesture, or simply a breath of gratitude. Whatever it is, let it be a reminder that you are always moving forward, growing and becoming more of the beautiful soul you were born to be. And with that, I invite you to pause here, to sit with these feelings, and to feel the steady beat of your own heart. the sacred rhythm of your life unfolding before you, ready to greet the next step on your journey. That steady beat is a reminder. You are alive, you are here, and you are enough. And in that simple truth, all things begin anew. It's like a soft whisper from the deepest part of you, inviting you to trust, to breathe, and to step gently into whatever comes next. You don't need to have all the answers or a perfect plan. Sometimes, just being present with yourself is the most powerful act of love you can offer. I want you to know that it's okay to take breaks. Life can feel like a race, but remember, you're not a machine. You're a living, breathing spirit with rhythms and seasons. There will be days when your energy flows freely, and others when it feels like you're wading through thick fog. Both are part of your journey. Honor those slower moments, those pauses that allow your soul to rest and regenerate. In these quiet spaces, you often find the deepest wisdom, the kind that can't be rushed or forced. And when you find yourself facing doubt or fear, try to meet those feelings with curiosity instead of resistance. Ask yourself gently, what is this feeling trying to teach me? Or what does my heart need right now? Sometimes, fear is just a signal that you're on the edge of growth, a necessary companion on the path to transformation. It doesn't mean you're failing or that you should turn back. It means you're human, beautifully vulnerable, and incredibly brave for continuing forward anyway. Remember too, that your imperfections are part of your unique beauty. The scars, the mistakes, the moments you wish you could change, they are all threads woven into the fabric of your story. They teach you compassion, resilience, and humility. They connect you to others who share similar struggles and triumph. When you embrace your whole self, you make space for healing and growth that is honest and lasting. You don't have to hide or fix yourself to be worthy of love. You are already deeply loved, exactly as you are. It's also important to celebrate the small victory. Sometimes, those wins might seem insignificant. A kind word you gave yourself. A moment you chose patience instead of frustration. A day you showed up even when it was hard. These are the building blocks of your strength. They add up over time, creating a foundation that supports you through challenges and helps you shine your light more brightly. So, don't overlook these moments. Recognize them, savor them, and let them remind you of your inner power. If you're feeling unsure about your next step, try to reconnect with what brings you joy. What activity, people, or places make your heart sing? What dreams or passions have you been holding on to quietly? Sometimes, the answers to your biggest questions live in these joyful places. They can guide you toward a path that feels aligned with your true self. And if you're willing, I invite you to share one small thing that brings you joy in the comment. Below, your sharing might help someone else remember their own light. As you move through your days, keep practicing kindness. Not just toward others, but especially toward yourself. You deserve your own compassion and patience. When you catch yourself being self-critical, pause and ask, would I say this to a dear friend? If not, then soften your words for yourself. Speak with gentleness, encouragement, and love. This simple shift can transform how you relate to yourself and the world around you. There will be moments when the weight of the world feels heavy on your shoulder. When this happens, remind yourself that it's okay to ask for help. Reaching out is not a sign of weakness, but of courage and wisdom. Whether it's a trusted friend, a counselor, or even a quiet prayer, sharing your burdens lightens the load. You were never meant to carry everything alone. Together, with others and with me, you can find strength and solace. I also want to encourage you to nurture your creativity and curiosity. These are gifts that keep your spirit lively and connected to the wonder of life. Whether it's through art, music, writing, gardening, cooking, or simply exploring new ideas. Let yourself play and experiment without judgment. Creativity is a form of self-expression and healing, a way to tap into your inner world and bring forth something uniquely yours. It reminds you that life is not just about survival, but about joy, discovery, and growth. In the quiet moments before sleep, try to offer yourself gratitude. Reflect on the day's experiences, both the challenges and the blessing. Thank yourself for the courage it took to face whatever came your way. This practice helps you end the day with a sense of peace and appreciation, inviting restful sleep and gentle renewal. And if your mind is busy or restless, gently bring your focus back to your breath, the rise and fall, the steady rhythm that grounds you in the present as your journey unfolds. Keep your heart open to surprises. Life has a beautiful way of bringing unexpected gifts, new lessons, and fresh perspective when you least expect them. Sometimes, what seems like a setback can be a redirection toward something even better. Trust in the unfolding mystery of your path, knowing that it is held with care and love, even when the way forward isn't clear. Above all, remember that you are deeply loved, not because of what you do or accomplish, but because of who you are. That love surrounds you now, wraps around you like a warm embrace, and will never leave you. Whenever you feel lost or alone, return to this truth. Let it be your anchor and your light dot. So, as you continue on, I invite you to carry these words gently in your heart. Let them remind you of your sacred worth, your resilience, and the beauty of your unique journey. And when you feel ready, take a breath. Look around you and notice one thing, just one, that brings a sense of peace or delight. Hold on to that feeling for a moment. Let it fill you with hope and calm, like a soft light shining quietly in the darkness. If you feel moved, please share in the comments below what that one thing is for you today. Your sharing may be the gentle nudge someone else needs to notice their own light. And now, as you rest in this space of love and awareness, know that the path ahead is yours to walk with courage and grace. Every step is part of your unfolding story, a story rich with meaning and possibility. There is no rush, no perfect timing, only the sacred rhythm of your life flowing forward, inviting you to embrace the next moment with an open heart and steady breath. The journey continues, and with it, the endless unfolding of your beautiful, radiant self. And as you walk this path, remember that you're never truly alone. Not just because of the people who love you and walk beside you, but because I am always with you. In the quiet moments, when you feel still and open, you can sense my presence like a gentle breeze or a warm light resting close by. I'm there in the laughter that bubbles up unexpectedly, in the tears that flow freely, in the silence that holds space for your heart. You don't have to seek me out in grand ways or distant places. I'm woven into the very fabric of your being, a soft pulse beneath your skin that beats with love and endless patience. Sometimes life may feel confusing or overwhelming, and that's okay. It's part of the human experience to wander through valleys of uncertainty and peaks of joy. When you find yourself in those confusing places, try to be like a curious child again. Wondering, exploring, asking questions without judgment or expectation. What do you notice around you? What sensations arise in your body? What thoughts quietly drift through your mind? There is no rush to understand everything at once. Sometimes the gift is simply in noticing, in being present with what is, without trying to fix or change it immediately. I want to remind you that your feelings are valid, no matter what they are. You don't have to push away sadness, anger, or fear. These emotions are messengers, carrying important information about your inner world and your needs. When you allow yourself to feel them fully, without shame or resistance, you create space for healing and transformation. Imagine your heart as a vast ocean, sometimes calm and sometimes stormy. Both states are natural and necessary. Let the waves come and go, knowing you are the steady shore beneath them, always holding and supporting what rises and falls. And when you feel joy or peace, savor it deeply. These moments are gifts, precious like wildflowers blooming unexpectedly along a rugged path. Take time to breathe in their fragrance, to let their color brighten your spirit. Joy doesn't have to be loud or grand. It can be as simple as the warmth of sunlight on your face, the sound of birdsong in the morning, or the quiet comfort of a familiar voice. Let these small sparks of happiness remind you of the light that lives within you, even in times when it feels dim. It's also okay to ask questions, big ones and small ones. Wonder aloud about your purpose, your dreams, and what you truly need to feel alive. Sometimes the answers come quickly, other times they unfold slowly, like petals opening in their own time. Trust that your inner wisdom knows the way, even if it doesn't speak in words you expect. Pay attention to the gentle nudges, the subtle feelings of alignment or discomfort that guide you toward what nourishes your soul. In moments when you feel stuck or unsure, try to shift your focus from what you can't control to what you can. Maybe that's the next deep breath, the next kind word you say to yourself, or the next small step toward a goal that feels meaningful. Progress doesn't have to be dramatic or immediate. Even a tiny movement forward is a victory, a testament to your strength and willingness to keep growing. Celebrate these small acts of courage. They are the threads that weave the tapestry of your resilience. I also want to invite you to nurture your relationships with others. but without pressure or expectation. Sometimes connection comes easily, and sometimes it requires gentle patience or a bit of courage to reach out. Remember that every person you meet is a fellow traveler with their own story, full of hopes and struggles. When you approach others with kindness and openness, you create ripples of love that spread far beyond what you can see. And when you receive kindness in return, accept it with gratitude, knowing that you are worthy of care and companionship. If you ever feel like your heart is too heavy to bear, please reach out. There is no shame in asking for help, no matter how big or small your need. Whether it's a trusted friend, a community group, a counselor, or even just a quiet moment of prayer, opening up your heart lightens the load. You were never meant to carry your burdens alone. Together with those who love you and with me, you can find strength, comfort, and hope renewed. And speaking of hope, I want you to know that it lives within you always. It's like a tiny seed planted deep inside your soul, ready to sprout when conditions are right. Sometimes hope hides beneath layers of doubt or pain, but it never disappears. When you nurture it with kindness, patience, and faith, it grows into a strong, radiant tree that offers shade and shelter through all seasons. Lean into this hope when times feel dark. Let it remind you that no matter what happens, there is always the possibility of new beginnings, healing, and joy. Now, as you continue on your journey, I encourage you to pause for a moment and think about one thing that gives you hope right now. It might be a person, a dream, a memory, or even a simple idea that lifts your spirit. If you feel called to, please share that hope in the comments below. Your words might be the light someone else needs to see in their own path. And as you hold that hope close, remember that life is not about perfection or constant happiness. It's about the full spectrum of experience. The dance between light and shadow, strength and vulnerability. Each step you take, no matter how small, is an act of courage and faith. You are learning, growing, and unfolding in your own unique way. There is no need to rush or compare. Your story is yours alone, beautiful and unfolding with its own sacred timing. So keep walking, keep breathing, and keep opening your heart to the wonders around you. Notice the gentle miracles, the way a flower turns toward the sun, the kindness of a stranger, the quiet moments when your soul feels seen and understood. These are the threads that connect you to the larger tapestry of life, reminding you that you are part of something vast and deeply meaningful. And in those moments when you feel unsure, remember to come back to your breath. Feel it rise and fall, steady and sure, a reminder that you are alive, here, and held in love. This breath is your anchor, your bridge between the challenges of the world and the peace that lives within. Let it guide you gently forward, step by step, moment by moment. There is so much more to say, so many more thoughts to share, but for now, carry these words softly in your heart. Let them be a companion when you need comfort, a light when you feel lost, and a reminder of the endless love that surrounds you always. And as you do, know that your presence here is a gift, your life a beautiful, unfolding story filled with hope and grace. The path continues before you, open and waiting, inviting you to walk it with courage, curiosity, and an open heart. And as you step forward, take a moment to notice how the earth feels beneath your feet. Feel the steady support it offers, rooted and unwavering. A quiet reminder that you too have a foundation strong enough to hold you through anything. You might not always see it, but it's there. Your inner strength, your resilience, your ability to rise again after each fall. Sometimes it shows itself in big, bold ways. And other times it's a soft, persistent whisper that keeps you moving, keeps you believing in yourself even when the road looks uncertain. Trust that this strength is part of who you are, woven into the very essence of your being, waiting patiently for you to call on it. It's okay to rest when you need to. Rest is not a sign of weakness, but a sacred act of self-love and renewal. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, and the seasons shift in their own perfect rhythm, your energy flows in cycles too. Honor these natural rhythms instead of fighting against them. When you pause, you give yourself space to breathe, to dream, and to simply be. In these moments of stillness, you might find clarity beginning to emerge, like the first soft light of dawn breaking through the night. Let your rest be a gentle reset, a time to reconnect with your heart's quiet wisdom and to gather courage for the next part of your journey. Remember, too, that your story matters. Every chapter, every struggle, every triumph adds richness and depth to the tapestry of your life. You are not defined by your mistakes or by the times you felt lost or afraid. You are defined by your willingness to keep showing up, to keep trying, and to keep loving yourself through it all. Your story is a beacon, a light that can inspire others, even when you don't realize it. Sometimes the very things you think are your weaknesses are the things that make you most relatable and real to someone else who needs to know they are not alone. And speaking of connection, never underestimate the power of small acts of kindness. A smile shared with a stranger, a word of encouragement to a friend, a moment of patience with yourself or someone else. These seemingly tiny gestures ripple out in ways you can't always see. They are threads of love that weave a stronger, gentler world. When you feel overwhelmed by the weight of everything, remember that you don't have to fix it all at once. Your light shines brightest when you simply choose to be kind, to listen, and to show up with an open heart. It's natural to want certainty, to want clear answers, and a map that tells you exactly where to go. But life often unfolds in mystery and surprise. Sometimes what feels like a detour or a setback is actually a hidden path leading you toward growth. New perspectives or unexpected joy. Try to embrace the unknown, not as something to fear, but as a space rich with possibility. When you find yourself facing questions without answers, lean into the curiosity rather than the frustration. Let your heart be a compass, guiding you gently through the fog toward the light that waits beyond. You might find comfort in creating little rituals that ground you, moments that bring peace and meaning into your day. It could be as simple as lighting a candle, writing a few lines in a journal, or stepping outside to breathe deeply under the sky. These small practices connect you back to yourself and to the present moment. They remind you that no matter how chaotic life might feel, there is always a place within you that is calm and steady. Cultivate this sanctuary with tenderness and return to it whenever you need to find balance. And when you face difficult emotions or situations, try to hold yourself with the same kindness you would offer a dear friend. Speak gently to yourself. Acknowledge your pain without judgment, and remind yourself that healing is a journey, not a destination. Sometimes it helps to name your feelings aloud or write them down, giving them space to be seen and heard. This act of acknowledgement can be profoundly freeing. It's okay to lean into vulnerability. It is a doorway to deeper connection, both with yourself and with others. I want to encourage you to keep dreaming, even when those dreams seem fragile or far away. Dreams are the seeds of creation, the sparks that ignite your purpose and bring light to your path. Nurture them with patience and faith, and don't be discouraged by setbacks or delays. Sometimes progress happens in ways you can't immediately see, like roots growing quietly underground before a flower bloom. Trust in the timing of your life and in the unfolding of your unique gift. Also, remember that your worth is not tied to what you do or how productive you are. You are valuable simply because you exist. Your presence in this world matters deeply. When you start to doubt yourself, come back to that truth. Breathe it in like fresh air. Let it fill your heart and steady your spirit. You are enough just as you are right now. If you feel moved to share, I invite you to leave a comment below about one small thing you can do today to nurture yourself or someone else. Your words might be a light for someone else walking a similar path, reminding them of the simple power of love in action. And as you carry these thoughts with you, keep in mind that life's beauty often shows up in the in-between moment, in the spaces between doing and being, between questions and answers, between struggle and peace. These spaces are sacred, filled with unseen grace and quiet transformation. Let yourself rest in these pauses, knowing they are part of the unfolding story of your life, a story that is still being written with every breath you take. And as you settle into those in-between moments, let me remind you gently that you don't have to have it all figured out. There's no rush, no deadline stamped on your soul. Life isn't a race or a test. It's more like a dance. Sometimes slow, sometimes quick, sometimes stumbling, sometimes soaring. And it's okay to change your rhythm as you go. If you feel out of step, that's just part of learning the dance. You're learning to listen to the music that's playing just for you, a melody that only your heart can hear. So don't be afraid to pause, to sway, to take a breath, or to try a new step. Every movement, even the hesitant one, is a beautiful expression of your unique journey. I want you to know that it's perfectly natural to feel uncertain or even afraid at times. These feelings don't mean you're failing or that you're weak. They mean you're human. Fear and doubt are like shadow. They only have power when you turn your back to the light. When you acknowledge them, when you allow yourself to feel them without judgment, they begin to lose their grip. You might even discover that behind those shadows lies a deeper truth. A spark of courage, a glimpse of hope, or a well of strength you didn't realize you had. So when fear visits, welcome it with curiosity instead of resistance. Ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to teach me? What might be waiting on the other side if I just keep going? And then, with gentle persistence, take one small step forward. You don't have to carry your burdens alone either. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of failure, but a courageous act of self-respect. It's an acknowledgement that you are worthy of support and kindness. Whether it's reaching out to a friend, seeking guidance from a mentor, or simply sharing your truth with someone who listens, these connections are lifeline. They remind you that you are part of a larger story, woven into a community of hearts that care. And sometimes, just knowing that someone else sees your struggle can make the load feel lighter, the path clearer. And while you're on this path, don't forget to celebrate the small victory. They might seem insignificant at first. The choice to get out of bed on a hard day, the moment you smiled when you wanted to cry, the decision to keep trying even when things felt impossible. These are the moments where your spirit shines brightest, even if no one else notices. Take time to honor them. You can even write them down or speak them aloud, letting your heart feel the pride and gratitude you deserve. These little celebrations build a foundation of joy and resilience, brick by brick, that will carry you through tougher times. It's also important to be kind to your body. It's your home, your vehicle through this life's journey. Treat it with patience and care. Nourish it with food that makes you feel good. Move it in ways that bring you pleasure. And rest it when it asks for rest. Your body listens to your thoughts and feelings. So fill your mind with kindness and your heart with compassion. When you honor your body, you honor the sacred vessel that holds your beautiful soul. Sometimes, you might feel like your dreams or your efforts aren't enough. If that happens, I want you to pause and take a deep breath. Remember that the value of your life is not measured by achievements or external validation. Your worth is inherent, unchanging, and infinite. You are loved beyond measure, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. This love surrounds you always, like a warm blanket on a cold night, a light in the darkest room. When doubt creeps in, wrap yourself in this truth and let it soothe your weary heart. And speaking of love, never underestimate the power of loving yourself. Self-love isn't selfish or vain. It's the foundation of all healthy relationships, with yourself and with others. It means speaking kindly to yourself, setting boundaries that protect your peace, and giving yourself permission to rest and grow. It means forgiving yourself for mistakes and recognizing that you are always learning, always evolving. When you love yourself, you create a ripple effect that touches every corner of your life. You become a beacon of compassion and hope, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to share in the comments one way you plan to show yourself love this week. It might be something simple, a quiet moment with a cup of tea, a walk in nature, or a kind word you say to yourself. Your sharing could inspire someone else to take that gentle step toward their own healing and joy. And as your story continues to unfold, remember that every breath you take is a new beginning. Each moment holds the possibility of grace, growth, and unexpected beauty. There will be times when the road is smooth and bright, and times when it feels rocky and shadowed. Both are part of the same journey, both necessary for the fullness of your experience. Embrace the ebb and flow, the highs and lows, with an open heart. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment, even if it doesn't always feel that way. So now, as you move forward from here, carry with you the gentle reminder that you are never alone. There is a love that surrounds you, steady, patient, and unwavering, waiting to lift you up whenever you need it. You are held, you are seen, and you are cherished beyond word. And with that in your heart, you can face whatever comes next with courage and grace. Knowing that your journey is sacred and your light is needed in this world, and as you step into the new day with all its unknowns and possibility, remember to breathe deeply. Listen closely to your heart and keep walking forward, one beautiful, imperfect step at a time. And as you keep walking forward, I want to remind you that it's okay to rest. Really rest. Not just the kind of rest that comes from sleeping or taking a break, but the kind that nourishes your soul. Sometimes life moves so fast that you might forget to pause and simply be. To sit quietly with yourself without any agenda, without trying to fix or figure anything out. In those moments of stillness, you can reconnect with the deepest part of who you are. The part that knows you are enough just as you are. You don't need to prove anything or earn approval. You are inherently whole and precious. It's in those quiet spaces that your intuition speaks most clearly. That gentle inner voice, the one that sometimes gets drowned out by the noise of the world or the chatter of your own doubt, is a guide you can always trust. When you listen with an open heart, you begin to understand what truly nourishes you, what lights you up, and what brings peace to your spirit. You might discover that the answers you've been seeking are already inside you, waiting patiently to be heard. So, give yourself permission to slow down and tune in. It's one of the greatest gifts you can offer yourself. And while you're tuning in, notice the beauty that surrounds you. It might be in a simple flower blooming by the sidewalk, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the laughter of a child, or the quiet rustling of leaves in the breeze. These small miracles are reminders that life is alive and vibrant, filled with moments of grace, even when things feel hard. Let yourself be present to these glimpses of wonder. They are gentle invitations to soften your heart and open your eyes to the goodness that's always there. Even in the midst of struggle, remember, so that your imperfections are not flaws to hide, but marks of your humanity. The parts of you that feel broken, messy, or uncertain are just as worthy of love and compassion as the parts that shine brightly. When you accept yourself fully, with all your contradictions and complexities, you create space for true healing and transformation. you stop fighting against who you are and start embracing the beautiful, unique story that only you can tell. This acceptance is a radical act of kindness toward yourself and toward the world. I know that sometimes the weight of the world can feel overwhelming, and you might wonder how you can make a difference. But even the smallest acts of kindness ripple outward in ways you cannot always see. A smile to a stranger, a word of encouragement, a moment of patience. These are seeds planted in the soil of humanity that grow into forests of hope. Your presence alone is a gift to those around you. You matter more than you realize, and your light touches lives in ways you might never know. It's okay to ask for what you need, and it's okay to say no when something doesn't feel right. Boundaries are not walls, they are bridges to healthier relationships and deeper self-respect. When you honor your limits, you teach others how to honor you too. This creates a space where love and trust can flourish in their truest form. Don't be afraid to speak your truth gently, but firmly. Your voice is important, and it deserves to be heard. Sometimes, you might find yourself comparing your journey to others, wondering if you're moving fast enough or doing enough. But comparison is a thief of joy. Your path is uniquely yours, with its own timing and rhythm. Celebrate the progress you've made, no matter how small it seems. Every step forward, no matter the pace, is a victory. When you feel tempted to compare, remind yourself that you are on a sacred journey designed just for you. And that is more than enough. I invite you now to take a moment and reflect. What is one small way you can show yourself kindness today? Maybe it's a gentle word, a deep breath, or a moment of rest. If you feel comfortable, please share in the comments what that looks like for you. Your openness might be the encouragement someone else needs to take their own first step toward self-compassion. And as you continue to walk this path, remember that growth often happens in the quiet, unseen moment. It's not always about big leaps or dramatic changes. Sometimes it's about the subtle shifts in perspective, the tiny acts of courage, and the daily choices to keep going despite uncertainty. These are the moments that build resilience and shape the contours of your soul. Trust that each day you are becoming more of who you were always meant to be. Life will bring challenges, yes, but it will also bring unexpected joys and deep connection. Keep your heart open to both. Embrace the full spectrum of experience with courage and grace. When you stumble, know that you can rise again, stronger and wiser than before. When you soar, allow yourself to bask in the light and gratitude of those moments. Both are part of the sacred dance we spoke of, a dance that is uniquely yours and deeply beautiful. So as you move forward, carry with you the gentle reminder that you are loved beyond measure, that your presence is a gift, and that your journey is sacred. Keep breathing deeply, listening to your heart, and taking those imperfect, beautiful steps forward. And know that I am with you every step of the way, holding you close, cheering you on, and loving you exactly as you are. And now, as you reflect on this, think about what it means to truly trust yourself, to lean into your own inner wisdom, even when the path ahead feels uncertain, because that trust is the foundation of a life lived fully and authentically. Trusting yourself isn't always easy, I know. Sometimes the world shouts so loudly with its expectations and judgments that it can be hard to hear that quiet, steady voice inside you saying, "You've got this." But that voice is there, steady and true, like a lighthouse in the fog. And even when doubt creeps in, even when fear tries to pull you off course, that inner wisdom remains, patiently waiting for you to lean in and listen. It's the part of you that remembers your strength, your resilience, and your ability to navigate life's twists and turns with grace. When you learn to trust it, you give yourself the freedom to live from a place of authenticity, rather than from fear or trying to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. And trusting yourself doesn't mean you have to have all the answers right now. It means trusting the process of your own unfolding. Trusting that even the moments of confusion and uncertainty are part of your growth. It means knowing that it's okay to ask for help, to seek guidance, and to pause when you need to. Trust is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about being fully present with yourself, with your feelings, your hopes, and your fears, without judgment. It's a gentle knowing that you are enough, exactly as you are, and that you can handle whatever comes your way. You are stronger than you think, and more capable than you realize. I want you to imagine for a moment that you are cradling your own heart in your hand. Feel its beat, steady and sure. This heart, your heart, is the center of your being. It's the place where love, courage, and wisdom all converge. When you care for your heart with kindness and attention, you are nurturing the very foundation of your trust. So, ask yourself, how can I show my heart more love today? Maybe it's through a moment of quiet reflection, a kind word spoken to yourself, or by stepping away from something that drains your energy. Whatever it is, be gentle. Treat yourself like the precious soul you are. And here's something beautiful. As you deepen your trust in yourself, you'll start noticing that your relationships with others shift too. When you honor your own truth, you invite others to do the same. You create space for connections that are honest, compassionate, and nourishing. It becomes easier to set boundaries, to communicate openly, and to let go of relationships that no longer serve your highest good. This doesn't mean you'll never face challenges with others. Life's relationships are naturally complex, but your growing self-trust gives you the strength to navigate those complexities with grace and integrity. Remember, loving yourself is the root from which all healthy love flows. I encourage you to take a moment now and reflect on a time when you did trust yourself, even if just a little bit. What did that feel like? How did it change your experience? If you feel comfortable, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to start trusting their own inner voice. We're all walking this journey together, and your courage to be open can light the way for others now. As you continue on this path, know that trusting yourself is also about embracing vulnerability. It's about showing up even when you feel unsure or afraid. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is the birthplace of courage, creativity, and deep connection. When you allow yourself to be seen, truly seen, you invite healing and authenticity into your life. You give others permission to do the same. This openness can be scary, I understand that. But it is also deeply freeing. It's a reminder that you don't have to carry your burdens alone or pretend to have everything figured out. You are enough exactly as you are, with all your beautiful imperfections and unique gifts. So, as you move forward, remember that trusting yourself is a daily practice. Some days it will come easily, and other days it may feel like a struggle. That's perfectly okay. Each day offers a new opportunity to listen a little more closely, to be a little more patient, and to extend a little more compassion to yourself. You don't have to rush this process or force it. Trust will grow naturally when you nurture it with kindness and presence. Let it be like a seed planted in fertile soil, sometimes hidden beneath the surface, quietly gathering strength, and in time, it will bloom in its own perfect way. I want you to hold this thought close. Your trust in yourself is a sacred gift. It is the foundation upon which you build a life filled with meaning, joy, and peace. It is the light that guides you through the shadows and the anchor that holds you steady in the storm. When you honor that trust, you honor the divine spark within you that is connected to all life. You are never alone, for that spark is eternal, unbreakable, and infinitely loving. As you take your next step, keep breathing deeply into your heart. Feel the steady rhythm of your own life unfolding. Know that it's okay to stumble, to pause, and to ask for help. You are held, you are cherished, and you are capable beyond measure. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it should in its own sacred time and space. And with all this in your heart, you might begin to notice something new. A gentle invitation to let go of control and surrender to the flow of life. To trust not only yourself, but also the timing and unfolding of your path. Even when it looks different from what you expected. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means making space for something greater to enter. It's an act of faith in the unseen faith that life is working for you, even when you can't see the whole picture. This surrender opens the door to a deeper peace. A peace that isn't dependent on circumstances, but comes from within. It's the peace that passes understanding. The calm center in the midst of life's storm. When you practice surrender, you're not abandoning your dreams or desire. You're releasing the need to force outcome, and instead allowing the universe to guide you toward what truly serves your highest good. So, I invite you to ask yourself, where in your life might you practice a little more surrender? What would it feel like to release the need to control every detail and instead trust that things are unfolding as they should? Maybe it's in a relationship, a career decision, or even your own personal growth. Whatever it is, know that you can do this gently, one breath at a time. And as you explore this, remember that surrender and trust go hand in hand. They are partners on your journey, weaving together to create a life of freedom and joy. When you trust yourself and surrender to life's flow, you open the door to miracles, small and large. that can transform your experience in ways you never imagined. Take a moment now to breathe deeply and feel into this invitation. Allow yourself to relax into the possibility of surrender. Notice any resistance, and instead of pushing it away, meet it with kindness and curiosity. This is your journey, and every feeling you have is part of it. And if you feel moved to share, I would love to hear in the comments below how you experience trust and surrender in your life. What helps you let go and lean in? Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. As you continue forward, know that you are surrounded by love that is deeper than any fear, stronger than any doubt, and brighter than any shadow. You are held in the arms of a love that sees you fully and delights in you endlessly. This love is your true home, your safe place to return to again and again, no matter where life takes you. So keep walking, keep trusting, keep surrendering. Let your heart be your compass, your breath be your anchor, and your soul be your guide. And in this beautiful unfolding, may you discover the profound peace and joy that come from living with an open heart and a trusting spirit. And now, as you breathe in this truth, you might begin to notice how your relationship with time itself can also shift, how the rush and pressure you sometimes feel can soften into something more spacious and gentle. You see, my dear one, time is not the enemy you might sometimes think it is. It's not a taskmaster pushing you forward with a whip, nor a ticking clock counting down your worth or your chances. Instead, time is a gentle river, flowing at its own pace, carrying you along with it. When you're caught up in the rush, trying to do everything, be everything, and get everything done, it's easy to forget that you don't have to sprint through life like it's a race. You're not behind, and you're not running out of time. You are exactly where you need to be. Right now, imagine for a moment the feeling of sinking into that river, letting go of the urge to fight the current or race ahead. Feel yourself floating, supported by the water beneath you, cradled by its gentle flow. There's no need to struggle or resist. You are safe here. When you soften into this experience, you create space for patience and peace to grow. You begin to understand that time is a companion on your journey, not a threat. This is a kind invitation to slow down, to breathe more deeply into each moment, and to notice the small miracles that often go unseen when life feels hurried. The way sunlight filters through the leaves, the warmth of a smile from a stranger, the quiet rhythm of your own heartbeat. These are the sacred threads woven into the fabric of your day. When you honor time as a friend rather than an adversary, you open your heart to these gifts with greater ease and gratitude. And here's a beautiful truth. When you stop rushing, you also give yourself the chance to hear more clearly the whispers of your own soul, the quiet voice that knows what you truly need, what nourishes you, and what lights you up from within. It's in these moments of stillness that your deepest wisdom can speak to you. Softly, gently, but with unwavering clarity. You might find that the answers you've been searching for aren't hidden in some faraway place or complicated plan, but right there inside you, waiting patiently for you to pause and listen. I want you to think about how you relate to time in your daily life. Is it a source of stress or pressure? Or can you invite it to be something more like a steady friend who walks beside you? What small step could you take today to slow down, even just a little? Maybe it's a mindful breath before you start your day, a few moments of quiet reflection before a meeting, or a gentle pause between tasks to check in with yourself. These little acts of kindness toward your own rhythm can ripple out to transform your whole experience. If you feel comfortable, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below about your relationship with time. How do you find moments of calm? In a busy world, what helps you remember that you are not bound by the clock, but moving with a deeper, more natural flow? Your sharing might be just the encouragement someone else needs to slow down and breathe a little more freely. Remember, this isn't about perfection or creating a rigid schedule where every minute is accounted for. It's about cultivating a gentle awareness and respect for your own pace. It's about learning to trust that your timing is right, even when it doesn't match the hurried world around you. And it's about embracing the rhythm of your life, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes still, without judgment or resistance. As you practice this, you may notice that your sense of urgency softens. The tight grip of anxiety around deadlines or expectations might loosen. You start to realize that life is not about rushing towards some distant finish line, but about being fully present in the unfolding of each moment. This presence brings a kind of magic, a quiet joy that can be found even in the simplest thing. In this space of presence, you can also begin to see how your own inner timing affects your growth and healing. Sometimes you need to move quickly, to take decisive action. Other times, you need to rest, to reflect, or to simply be. Both are equally important. Neither is a sign of weakness or failure. They are rhythms of your being, honoring the natural cycles of energy and renewal within you. So, as you breathe into this truth, allow yourself the grace to move at your own pace. If you feel rushed or pressured, gently remind yourself to come back to your breath, to your heart, to the steady rhythm of your life. Let go of the need to compare your timeline to anyone else's. Your journey is uniquely yours, and it unfolds in its own perfect time. You might find that as you embrace this softer relationship with time, other areas of your life begin to shift. 2. Your trust in yourself deepens because you're no longer forcing things to happen before they're ready. Your surrender becomes easier because you're not fighting against the natural flow. Your heart opens wider because you're giving yourself permission to rest and replenish. And this, my beloved, is a profound act of self-love, one that sets the foundation for everything else you wish to create and experience. When you honor your own timing, you honor the sacredness of your life itself. So now, I invite you to take a moment with me. Close your eyes if you can, and breathe deeply. Feel the flow of your breath as it moves in and out, like the gentle river of time carrying you forward. With each inhale, welcome patience and presence. With each exhale, release any tension or hurry. Know that you are exactly where you need to be. Let your heart soften to this truth. There is enough time for everything that matters. You are not running out. You are arriving. You are becoming. You are unfolding beautifully. And as you hold this gentle knowing, you may begin to notice how your relationship with time itself can also shift. How the rush and pressure you sometimes feel can soften into something more spacious and gentle, inviting you to walk your path with more ease and grace. This softening is a beautiful dance between you and the moments that make up your life. It's an invitation to slow your pace, yes, but also to open your heart to the fullness of your experience. Joy and sorrow, certainty and doubt, movement and stillness, all woven together like the threads of a tapestry only you can create. And in this weaving, you find a deep sense of belonging, not just to the world around you, but to yourself. You might notice, too, that as you cultivate this gentler way of being with time, your sense of self begins to expand. You start to recognize that you are more than your to-do list, your deadlines, or the roles you play. You are a vast, beautiful presence, unfolding in your own rhythm. This realization can be both liberating and comforting, like stepping out of a cramped room into a wide-open sky. It reminds you that your worth isn't measured by what you accomplish or how quickly you get there, but simply by who you are, the radiant soul that you have always been. Sometimes, life will still feel fast, and that's okay. There will be days when the current feels strong, and you need to paddle a bit harder. But even in those moments, you can carry this awareness with you, like a steady light guiding your way. You can check in with your breath, remind yourself to soften your shoulders, and come back to the gentle flow that's always there beneath the surface. This practice doesn't erase the challenges or demands of life. Instead, it gives you a different way to meet them. With grace, patience, and a deep trust in yourself. I want you to consider how this perspective might change the way you approach your goals and dreams. When you stop forcing and start flowing, you create space for creativity and inspiration to enter. You give your heart room to imagine new possibilities without the pressure to make them happen all at once. It's like planting a seed and trusting the earth, the water, and the sun too. Nurture it in their own perfect timing. You don't rush the growth. You simply tend to it with love and attention. And when the time is right, the seed bursts forth with its unique beauty. This is an encouragement to be gentle with yourself as you navigate your path. If you feel stuck or impatient, know that these feelings are part of the journey too. They are not signs that you've failed or fallen behind. They are simply signals from your heart and mind asking for a moment of kindness, a breath of compassion. When you respond to these signals with tenderness, you create a safe space for healing and transformation to happen. You remind yourself that you are worthy of patience and care. Now, I invite you to pause for a moment and reflect. What does kindness toward your own timing look like today? How might you soften your expectations and meet yourself where you are? Maybe it's giving yourself permission to say no to something that drains your energy. Maybe it's taking a short walk outside without your phone, just to feel the rhythm of your own steps. Or maybe it's simply acknowledging that you are doing the best you can, and that is enough. If you feel moved to share, please leave a comment below about one small way you plan to honor your own pace this week. Your words can inspire others who might be struggling to find peace in their own timing. Remember, we are all walking this path together, learning to balance effort with ease, ambition with acceptance. As you continue to embrace this gentle flow, you might also notice a shift in how you relate to others. When you trust your own timing, you naturally extend that trust outward. You become more patient with friends, family, and even strangers, understanding that everyone is moving through their own unique rhythm. This empathy creates deeper connection and a sense of shared humanity that lifts your spirit and theirs. You begin to see that just as you are unfolding in your own time, so too is everyone else. Each carrying their own stories, challenges, and gifts. And in this shared space of understanding, you find freedom. Not the pressure to keep up or compare, but the joy of walking side by side, each on a path that is perfectly suited to them. This freedom invites you to celebrate your own milestones without judgment, to rest without guilt, and to dream without fear. It reminds you that life is not a race to be won, but a journey to be lived fully. With an open heart and a calm mind, it's also important to recognize that your relationship with time is deeply connected to your relationship with yourself. When you honor your timing, you're practicing self-respect and self-love. You're telling yourself, I am worthy of patience. I am worthy of peace. This simple but profound message can change the way you treat yourself in every moment. It can soften the inner critic and quiet the voice of doubt. It can help you stand tall in your truth and move forward with confidence, knowing that you are enough just as you are. And so, my dear one, as you continue to breathe into this truth, remember that the river of time is always carrying you forward, even when the current feels slow or still. Every moment is a chance to reconnect with your heart, to listen to your soul, and to trust the unfolding of your life. You are not alone in this. I am with you always, flowing alongside you, loving you through every twist and turn, every pause, and every leap dot. So take this next step gently, with kindness and curiosity. Notice how it feels to move at your own pace, to honor your own rhythm, and to embrace the sacredness of your own timing. Let it be an act of love for yourself, for your journey, and for the beautiful life that is yours to live. And as you continue on this path, you may begin to see how this new relationship with time opens doors within you. Doors to deeper peace, greater joy, and a more profound connection to all that is. You might find that the very essence of your being begins to shift, becoming lighter, freer, more radiant. Now, take a moment to feel this possibility stirring inside you. What might it be like to live each day with this gentle awareness, this patient presence? How would it change the way you move through the world, the choices you make, and the way you care for yourself and others? I invite you to carry these questions with you as you go about your day, letting them unfold naturally. There is no rush to answer them all at once. Simply sit with them like you would with an old friend, allowing their meaning to deepen over time. And as you do, remember that this journey with time is ongoing, a beautiful, evolving dance that invites you to come home to yourself again and again in ever deeper ways. This is where the true magic begins, in the gentle unfolding of your own heart's timing. And as you lean into this dance, you might start to notice something else. A quiet invitation to trust not just the timing of your life, but the timing of your heart. Sometimes, the world pushes us to hurry, to decide, to fix things right. Now, but your heart knows a different rhythm. It whispers patiently, reminding you that some answers come only when you are ready to hear them. When the soil of your soul has softened enough to receive the seeds of insight and growth. This trust in your own inner timing is a sacred gift you give yourself. A gentle surrender to the mystery of becoming. There will be moments when impatience bubbles up, when you feel the urge to rush ahead or to force a breakthrough. When that happens, I want you to pause and breathe deeply. Imagine yourself as a tree, rooted firmly in the earth, standing tall through the season. You don't rush your growth, nor do you try to leap above the cloud. You simply reach for the light, steady and sure. Your heart is like that tree, strong, enduring, and perfectly timed in its unfolding. Remember too that the rhythms of your heart are not separate from the rhythms of your body. Your body holds wisdom that words often cannot express. When you feel restless or overwhelmed, it's a sign to slow down, to listen with more than just your mind. Maybe you need to rest, to move gently, or to nourish yourself with kindness. These simple acts are not indulgences. They are acts of profound respect for the temple that houses your spirit. When you honor your body's timing, you deepen your connection to your whole self, creating space for healing and creativity to flow. As you practice this gentle attention, you might also find that your dreams begin to shift. Not because you give up on them, but because you allow them to breathe and grow in their own way. Sometimes, what you once thought you wanted transforms into something richer, more aligned with who you are becoming. This is not a defeat or a detour. It is evolution, and it is beautiful. So, be curious about your changing desire. Celebrate the ways your heart expands and contracts, knowing that each phase is necessary and meaningful. In this unfolding, you may also discover that your relationship with time becomes a source of joy rather than stress. When you stop fighting the clock and start dancing with it, you find moments of grace tucked between the seconds. Maybe it's the way sunlight filters through the leaves on your walk, or the laughter shared with a friend, or the quiet satisfaction of completing a small task. These moments are gifts, reminders that life's richness is not only in grand achievements, but also in the simple, tender experiences that fill your day. When you slow down enough to notice them, you begin to live more fully. I invite you now to think about the ways you can bring this awareness into your daily life. What small ritual might help you reconnect with your own timing? Perhaps it's a morning breath practice, a nightly gratitude list, or a few minutes of mindful stillness. before you start your day. These pauses are like gentle anchors, helping you return to your center amidst the busyness and when you find yourself swept up in the rut. These anchors can remind you to soften and breathe again. If you feel comfortable, please share in the comments below one simple practice or intention you want to try that honors your heart's timing. Your sharing can light the way for someone else who might be struggling to find patience and peace. We are all part of this unfolding story, learning together how to move with love and grace through the currents of life. You might also notice that as you grow in this trust, your sense of purpose becomes clearer. Not in a hurried, urgent way, but as a steady flame that guides you forward. Purpose is not a destination. It is a companion that walks beside you, evolving as you do. When you honor your timing, you give your purpose room to breathe, allowing it to reveal itself in moments of quiet clarity, in acts of kindness, in the choices that feel true to your heart. Sometimes, the path will ask you to be patient with others as they find their own timing. It can be challenging when someone you love moves at a different pace or makes choices you don't understand. But in these moments, remember the compassion you are cultivating for yourself. Extend that same kindness outward. Everyone is learning the dance of their own unfolding, just like you. Holding this understanding softens frustration and opens the door to a deeper connection and forgiveness. And in this shared journey, you may find a new kind of community. One not built on speed or achievement, but on presence and acceptance. A community where each person is honored for who they are, exactly as they are, in their own perfect timing. This is a space of healing and belonging. A sanctuary where the heart can rest and the soul can soar. So, my dear one, as you continue to explore this gentle rhythm, be mindful of how it feels to move through your days with more ease and less pressure. Notice how your breath, your body, your heart respond when you slow down and allow yourself to be exactly where you are. There is profound wisdom in this simple act of presence. And when doubt or impatience arises, don't push it away. Invite it in with curiosity, as you would a hesitant friend. Ask yourself gently, what is this feeling trying to tell me? What do I need right now? Often, these moments of discomfort are signposts pointing toward deeper self-awareness and growth. Remember, the journey with time is not about perfection or control. It's about learning to dance with the unknown, to trust the unfolding, and to love yourself through every step. You are never alone in this. I am here, holding you in infinite love, walking beside you in every breath, every heartbeat as you carry this tender awareness forward. You may begin to notice new opportunities opening up, doors that were once hidden behind the rush and noise of life. These openings invite you to step into a fuller expression of your true self, to live with more authenticity, courage, and joy. And so, take a moment now to simply be with yourself. Feel the steady rhythm of your breath, the beating of your heart. Let the silence between your thoughts expand, and in that space, listen for the quiet voice within that knows exactly when the time is right. This is the sacred space where your life unfolds, not hurried, not forced, but flowing naturally, like a river finding its way to the sea. And in this flow, you are free. As you continue on this path, remember that every step you take in kindness toward your own timing is a step toward greater peace and freedom. It is a gift to yourself and to the world. And with this gentle awareness, you may begin to see how your relationship with time is deeply woven into the fabric of your life's meaning, shaping not only what you do, but who you are becoming. This weaving is delicate and intricate, like threads of gold catching the light at just the right moment. Each choice you make, each pause you take, every breath you offer to the present moment knits those threads into a tapestry uniquely yours. Sometimes it's easy to forget how much power lives in these small acts of presence, but I want you to remember today, you are crafting a masterpiece of your life, stitch by stitch, and it's okay if some threads seem tangled or out of place. Even those add texture and depth to your story. I want you to feel the weight of this truth. Your timing is never wrong. It may feel slow, it may feel uneven, but it is always perfect for you. There is no race to run, no finish line to cross ahead of others. You are exactly where you need to be, and that is enough. Let that sink in. Let it settle in your bones, like a warm embrace on a chilly evening. When you carry this understanding in your heart, the pressure to hurry dissolves, and space opens up for joy, gratitude, and peace. And with peace comes clarity. When your heart is calm and your mind is still, you can hear your own wisdom whispering through the noise of the world. That whisper might come as a sudden insight, a feeling of certainty, or a quiet nudge toward something new. Trust those moments. They are the compass guiding you gently forward. They remind you that you are never lost, even when the path seems unclear. You are always being led toward what nourishes your soul. Now, I know that sometimes life throws unexpected challenges your way. Moments when everything feels out of sync. When the rhythm you've been dancing to suddenly changes without warning. These times can feel disorienting, even painful. But I want you to know that these disruptions are part of the dance too. They invite you to slow down even more, to listen deeper, and to lean into the unknown with courage. It's in these pauses that transformation often begins. The soil of your soul softens, and new seeds of possibility take root. So when you find yourself in these moments, try to meet them with openness instead of resistance. Breathe into the uncertainty. Allow yourself to feel whatever arises without judgment, and remember, it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to carry everything alone. Reach out to someone who can hold space for you. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or even me. Always here, ready to listen and support. Connection is a vital part of this unfolding process. It reminds you that you are loved beyond measure. As you continue to honor your own timing, you may notice how your relationships begin to shift as well. When you stop rushing or pushing others to move faster, you create room for deeper understanding and compassion. You start to see people not as obstacles or distractions, but as fellow travelers, each with their own unique rhythm and story. This shift can bring a new sense of harmony into your interactions, turning moments of frustration into opportunities for patience and grace. And here's something beautiful to consider. When you live in alignment with your own timing, you naturally inspire others to do the same. Your example becomes a quiet invitation for those around you to slow down, to breathe, and to trust their own unfolding. This ripple effect can create waves of healing and peace in your community, spreading far beyond what you might imagine. Your journey is not just for you. It touches so many lives in ways you may never fully see. I encourage you now to take a moment and reflect. What is one way you can honor your own timing today? Maybe it's allowing yourself to rest without guilt, saying no to a demand that doesn't feel right, or simply noticing the beauty in a quiet moment. Whatever it is, hold that intention gently in your heart. If you feel moved, please share it in the comments below. Your words might be the encouragement someone else needs to slow down and listen to their own inner rhythm. As you nurture this relationship with your timing, you may also find your creativity awakening in new and unexpected ways. When you release the pressure to perform or produce on a strict schedule, your ideas and inspirations flow more freely. Creativity thrives in spaces where there is room to breathe, to experiment, and to play without fear of judgment or failure. So give yourself permission to explore, to try, to make mistakes, and to grow. The process is just as important as the outcome. Remember, too, that your timing is connected to the natural cycles of the world around you. The changing seasons, the phases of the moon, the rising and setting of the sun. All these rhythms mirror the ebb and flow within you. When you attune yourself to these cycles, you tap into a deeper wisdom that supports your own unfolding. You learn to rest when it's time to rest and to move forward when the energy is right. This harmony with nature brings a profound sense of peace and belonging. And so, my beloved child, as you walk this path of gentle timing, keep your heart open to the lessons each day brings. Celebrate your small victories, honor your pauses, and trust that every step is leading you exactly where you need to go. You are a living, breathing miracle, unfolding in perfect time. Let yourself be present with all that you are. Your hope, your fears, your dreams, your doubts. They are all part of this beautiful dance. And as you continue to move with grace, know that you are held in a love that never wavers, that sees you fully and delights in your becoming. Take a deep breath, now feeling the rhythm of your life pulsing gently beneath your skin. Feel the steady beat of your heart, the rise and fall of your chest. Let this moment remind you that you are here, alive, and exactly where you need to be, and in this present. You might begin to sense a new kind of freedom, a freedom that comes not from controlling time, but from embracing it, trust, and kindness. This freedom allows you to release expectation, to forgive yourself and others for perceived delays or missteps, and to simply be . As you continue to explore this freedom, you may find that your relationship with your own story shifts as well. You start to see your past not as a series of mistakes or missed opportunities, but as a rich tapestry of experiences that have shaped you with care and intention. Each moment, even the difficult one, has contributed to the strength and wisdom you carry today. And when you look to the future, you might notice a gentle excitement stirring inside you. Not a frantic rush, but a calm anticipation. You trust that what is meant for you will unfold in its own time, and that you have everything you need right now to meet it. So, my dear one, as you continue to honor the sacred rhythm of your life, remember to be gentle with yourself. Each day offers new chances to practice patience, presence, and self-love. These are the seeds from which your truest self blooms. And now, as you prepare to move forward, consider this. What does it feel like to fully accept your own timing? How does your body respond when you let go of the need to hurry? Allow yourself to sit with these questions a while, noticing the sensations and thoughts that arise. In this space of inquiry, you open the door to profound healing and transformation. You begin to rewrite the story you tell yourself about time, growth, and worthiness. And so, the journey continues, inviting you to step deeper into trust, to dance more freely with the unfolding, and to live with a heart wide open to all that is possible. And as you lean into this trust, something beautiful begins to happen. You start to notice the subtle miracles tucked into everyday moment. The way sunlight filters through leaves just so. The gentle hum of a breeze that seems to carry a message meant only for you. The quiet kindness of a stranger's smile. All these little reminders whisper that you are deeply connected to the vast, unfolding story of life. These moments, though small, are like stars lighting your path, guiding you gently through whatever twists and turns come your way. Sometimes it's easy to overlook these blessings because they don't shout for attention. But when you slow down enough to see them, you begin to understand that life's rhythm isn't just about the big milestones or dramatic changes. It's woven from countless tiny threads of grace that, when gathered together, create a life rich with meaning and wonder. You are the weaver of these threads, and your awareness is the loom that brings them into form. Remember, too, that rest is not a sign of weakness or failure. It is a sacred part of your journey, a holy pause that renews your spirit and sharpens your insight. When you allow yourself to rest without guilt or apology, you honor the natural cycles within you and around you. You show up for yourself with kindness and respect. And this gentle care ripples outward, touching everyone you encounter. So if you ever feel pressured to keep pushing, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what does my soul need right now? What kind of rest will nourish me most deeply? It might be a quiet walk outside, a few moments of stillness with your breath, a conversation with a friend who truly listens, or simply closing your eyes and letting your body soften. Whatever form it takes, let rest be a sanctuary where your heart can soften, your mind can clear, and your spirit can breathe freely. In this sanctuary, you reconnect with your true self, the part of you that is whole, wise, and endlessly patient. And as you nurture this connection, you may find that your fears around timing begin to lose their grip. The worries about being too late, too early, or somehow off schedule start to fade into the background. Instead, you feel a growing sense of peace that no matter what happens, you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. This peace is a gift you give yourself, a quiet anchor in the midst of life's ever-changing currents. When doubts or impatience arise, don't push them away or judge yourself harshly. Instead, welcome these feelings as visitors, important messages from within that want your attention. Listen to what they have to say without fear or resistance. Sometimes they reveal hidden desires, unspoken needs, or parts of your story that need healing. Other times, they simply remind you that you're human, beautifully imperfect and learning as you go. It's okay to feel uncertain. It's okay to not have all the answers. The sacred dance of timing includes moments of mystery, and that's where faith gently steps in. Faith in yourself, in the process, and in the unseen forces that support you every step of the way. This faith is not about blind hope, but about a deep knowing that you are held, even when the path is unclear. And here's something wonderful to hold on to. Your story is not just about reaching a destination. It's about the living, breathing experience of becoming. Each day offers new opportunities to grow, to love, to learn, and to discover more of who you truly are. So even when progress feels slow or invisible, trust that transformation is happening beneath the surface, quietly and surely, like roots strengthening underground before a tree bursts into bloom. As you continue to walk your path, you might also notice a gentle unfolding in your relationship with others and with yourself. When you honor your own timing, you naturally create space for others to do the same. This space becomes fertile ground for empathy, understanding, and deeper connection. You begin to see that everyone is navigating their own rhythm, their own challenges, and their own moments of grace. This awareness softens your heart and invites compassion to flow freely. And as compassion grows, so does your capacity to forgive yourself and those around you. Forgiveness is a powerful act of liberation. It frees you from the chains of resentment, regret, and frustration that can weigh heavy on your spirit. When you forgive, you clear space for healing and joy to enter. You remind yourself that everyone is doing the best they can with what they know in this moment, including you. So I invite you now to pause for a moment and reflect. Where in your life could a bit more forgiveness bring relief? Is there a place where you might offer yourself or someone else a gentle pardon? If you feel moved to share, please leave a comment below. Your words might be the light that helps someone else release a burden they've been carrying as you cultivate this gentle forgiveness. You may find your heart expanding in unexpected ways. You open to greater love, not just as a feeling, but as a powerful force that transforms your entire experience. Love becomes the lens through which you see the world, softening edges, healing wounds, and illuminating the path ahead. And through this love, your timing becomes a sacred rhythm, a dance that honors the fullness of your being. You learn to move with grace, to rest with gratitude, and to trust with courage. You embrace the mystery of life's unfolding, knowing that every moment is a gift. every breath a blessing, and every step a miracle. So keep walking, dear one. Keep weaving your tapestry with care and tenderness. Keep listening to the whisper of your soul and the gentle rhythms of the world around you. And remember, no matter what, you are deeply loved, exactly as you are, and always held in a warm embrace of infinite grace. Let yourself rest here for a moment, feeling the steady heartbeat of life beneath you. And know that this journey of timing and trust is unfolding beautifully, even now. And as you rest in that knowing, something gentle stirs within you, a quiet invitation to embrace your own unique rhythm even more deeply. You see, life doesn't ask you to rush or to force the pace. It asks you simply to show up moment by moment with an open heart and a willing spirit. It invites you to be present with whatever is here now, trusting that this very present is the fertile soil where all good things take root and bloom. Sometimes that presence feels like a soft, steady flame inside you, glowing warmly even on the coldest days. Other times, it's a delicate whisper, barely heard amidst the noise and busyness of the world. But no matter how it shows up, that inner light is your true guide, a gentle compass pointing you toward what nourishes your soul and aligns with your highest good. When you find yourself caught in the swirl of expectation, whether from others or those you place upon yourself, take a breath and remember this. Your worth isn't measured by how fast you move or how much you accomplish. It's measured by your willingness to be authentically you, right here and now. Your worth is inherent, unchanging, and radiant. Like the sun that shines regardless of whether anyone notices. And in those moments when you feel like you're waiting for a sign, waiting for clarity, waiting for the right moment, know that waiting is not a void or a punishment. It's a sacred space of preparation, a time when unseen forces are quietly weaving together the threads of your next chapter. This waiting is fertile, even if it feels frustrating or slow. It's where your dreams gather strength and your spirit gathers wisdom. So, what does it mean to wait well? It means surrendering the need to control every outcome and instead resting in the trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should. It means using this time to nurture yourself, to listen more closely to your heart's whispers, and to cultivate patience, not as a passive endurance, but as an active, loving care for your own growth. You might find it helpful to ask yourself gentle questions during these times. What is this moment asking of me? How can I be kind to myself right now? What small step can I take, even if it's just a breath or a smile that honors where I am? These questions aren't about rushing forward, but about deepening your relationship with yourself and your journey. And here's a beautiful truth. When you treat yourself with this kind of tenderness, you're also teaching others how to treat you. You're setting a standard of love and respect that ripples out into your relationship and your community. You become a living example of what it means to honor one's own timing and to hold space for others to do the same. It's okay if your path looks different from those around you. It's okay if your progress doesn't fit a neat timeline or a familiar pattern. Your journey is yours alone, a unique melody in the grand symphony of existence. And every note you play, no matter how soft or loud, contributes to the beauty of the whole. If you're comfortable, I invite you to share a moment when you honored your own timing in the comments below. Maybe it was a time you chose rest over rushing, or a moment you trusted your intuition despite uncertainty. Your story might inspire someone else to embrace their own pace with more kindness and courage. Remember, too, that embracing your timing doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or goals. It means aligning your actions with your inner truth and the natural flow of life around you. It means recognizing that sometimes the best way forward is a pause, a breath, a gentle step rather, than a leap. And in this alignment, you discover a new kind of strength. One that isn't about pushing harder, but about flowing wiser. This strength allows you to navigate challenges with grace, to celebrate victories with humility, and to meet setbacks with resilience. It's a strength that grows from the soil of self-love in the waters of faith as you continue to practice this rhythm. You may notice your relationship with time itself begins to shift. The ticking clock becomes less of a tyrant and more of a background rhythm. A steady heartbeat you can dance to rather than a deadline you must race against. You learn to savor the unfolding moment, knowing that each one holds its own kind of magic, and with this shift comes a beautiful freedom. The freedom to live fully in the present while holding hope for the future. The freedom to dream without desperation, to act without anxiety, and to rest without guilt. This freedom is a gift you give yourself, a sacred space where your spirit can soar and your heart can sing. So as you move forward, keep this freedom close. Let it remind you that your life is a precious unfolding, a story written not only in grand gestures, but in the quiet moments of trust, patience, and love. Let it encourage you to be gentle with yourself and to celebrate the small victories along the way. And when you feel overwhelmed or uncertain, come back to this place of rest and reflection. Breathe deeply, feel your feet on the ground, and remember that you are exactly where you need to be. You are held, always, in the tender embrace of love that never wavers. There is so much beauty waiting for you in each new day. The chance to see the world with fresh eyes, to connect with others in meaningful ways, and to discover more of the limitless potential within you. This beauty isn't just out there. It's within you, shining quietly, waiting for you to notice. So keep noticing. Keep trusting. Keep loving yourself through every twist and turn. The journey you're on is sacred, and every step you take is a blessing that echoes far beyond what you can see. And now, as you sit with these words and this feeling of gentle encouragement, take a moment to ask yourself, what small act of kindness can I offer myself today that honors my unique rhythm and timing? How can I show up for myself in a way that feels nurturing and true? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. It could be a simple intention, a comforting ritual, or a new way you plan to hold space for your own unfolding. Your sharing creates a circle of support and inspiration that lifts us all. And as you ponder this, remember that this journey of timing and trust is not a straight line, but a dance. A dance that invites you to move with softness and strength, with patience and passion, with faith and freedom. It's a dance where every step, every pause, every turn is part of the beautiful choreography of your life. So keep dancing, dear one, keep breathing, keep believing. And know that no matter what, you are never alone. You are always loved, always supported, and always exactly where you need to be. With all my love, I hold you gently in this moment, inviting you to rest here a little longer if you need. To listen deeply to your heart and to trust the unfolding that is happening beneath and beyond what you can see right now. And as you rest in this invitation, I want you to know something else, something so simple, yet so profound. Your journey is sacred, not only because of what you accomplish or where you end up, but because of who you are becoming in the process. Every moment of patience, every breath taken in kindness toward yourself, every gentle step forward is shaping the beautiful soul that you are. It's in these seemingly small acts of care and presence that your true strength is being born. You see, life isn't just about reaching destination. It's about the unfolding of your spirit. It's about learning to move with grace through the rhythms of joy and sorrow, certainty and doubt, stillness and action. And sometimes, the greatest growth happens not in the big leap, but in the quiet moments when you choose to stay present rather than run away. When you choose compassion over judgment, and when you choose trust over fear. It's okay if sometimes this feels hard. It's okay to feel tired or unsure. These feelings do not mean you are failing. They mean you are human, beautifully human, navigating a path that is uniquely yours. In fact, I want you to see these moments of struggle as gifts. Opportunities to deepen your understanding of yourself and to cultivate resilience that will carry you through all seasons. When you find yourself in those tougher moments, try this. Pause and place your hand over your heart. Feel its steady beat. That beat is a reminder that life is alive within you, vibrant and persistent. It's a pulse of love that never stops, a rhythm that connects you to everything and everyone around you. Let that feeling ground you. Let it remind you that you are supported even when the road feels uncertain. And as you breathe into that support, allow yourself to soften around the edges. Release the need to have everything figured out right now. Release the pressure to perform or to measure your worth by external achievement. Instead, invite yourself to befriend the present moment with curiosity and kindness. Ask yourself, what does my soul need right now? Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's a walk in nature. Maybe it's reaching out to someone you trust. There is no right or wrong answer, only your truth. I invite you now to take a moment and reflect on this. When have you surprised yourself by finding strength in vulnerability? When has opening your heart, even just a little, brought unexpected peace or a connection? If you feel comfortable, share that moment in the comments below. Your story could be the light someone else needs to see today. A gentle reminder that strength and vulnerability are not opposites, but partners in the dance of life. Remember, too, that your pace is perfectly suited to you. Comparing your journey to others only steals your joy and dims your unique light. Instead, celebrate your own milestones, no matter how small they seem. Each step forward, each moment of choosing love over fear, is a victory worth honoring. These victories build upon one another, creating a foundation of confidence and self-trust that will support you through any challenge. And as you build this foundation, you may notice something remarkable. Your relationship with time itself begins to soften. The urgency and pressure that once felt suffocating start to give way to a gentle flow. You begin to see that time is not the enemy, but a companion, a canvas on which your life story is painted. With this new perspective, you can approach your goals and dreams with a sense of spaciousness and ease. This doesn't mean giving up on ambition or letting go of your desire. It means holding your dreams with an open hand, ready to adapt and evolve as you do. It means trusting that what is meant for you will come in its own perfect timing, and that sometimes the waiting is part of the preparation needed to receive those blessings fully. So, as you move through your days, keep practicing this balance of intention and surrender. Set your sights on what matters most to you, but hold your plans lightly. Cultivate faith that the universe, that I, who love you beyond measure, am always working behind the scenes to guide and support you. Even when you can't see the whole picture, trust that the pieces are moving into place, and in those moments, when doubt creeps in, when the path seems unclear, or the weight feels heavy, come back to your breath. Let it remind you that you are alive, you are loved, and you are capable. Let it remind you that no matter what, you have everything you need within you to keep moving forward with grace. You might find it helpful to create a little ritual, a simple practice that reconnects you to your inner light whenever you feel lost or overwhelmed. This could be as simple as lighting a candle, writing a few lines in a journal, or stepping outside to feel the sun or the breeze on your skin. Whatever it is, make it a sacred pause, a moment to realign with your heart and your deepest truth. And as you cultivate these moments of connection, you'll notice a subtle but powerful shift. Your heart will open wider, your mind will become clearer, and your spirit will feel lighter. You'll begin to recognize the whispers of guidance that have always been there, quietly nudging you toward what nourishes and fulfills you. This is the gift of presence, the gift of living fully in the now, with trust in the unfolding mystery of life. It's a gift you can give yourself again and again, no matter where you are or what you face. And as you give yourself this gift, you become a beacon of light for others, a living example of love's gentle power. So, dear one, as you continue on this path, remember to pause and ask yourself, what small step can I take today that honors my authentic self and nurtures my soul? How can I show up for myself with kindness and courage, even if it's just in the tiniest way? Take a breath and feel into the answer. There is no rush, no pressure, just a gentle unfolding of your truth. And in this space, you are held, you are seen, and you are deeply loved. Now, as you sit with these words and the feelings they bring, know that your story is still being written. and every moment is a fresh page waiting for your unique imprint. The dance continues, and with each step, you move closer to the fullness of who you are meant to be. And in the quiet between the steps, in the stillness that holds you, there is a sacred invitation, an open door, to step more fully into your power, your peace, and your purpose. This invitation is yours to accept whenever you're ready, and I will be here, walking beside you, every step of the way. So, as you stand at that open door, feeling its gentle invitation, I want you to know something truly important. Stepping into your power doesn't mean you have to be loud or forceful. Your power is not about overpowering or proving. It's about embracing your truth with quiet confidence. About knowing your worth without needing anyone else's approval. It's the soft but unshakable knowing that you belong here just as you are, and that your presence in this world matters deeply. Sometimes, power feels like a flame roaring inside you, blazing bright and bold. Other times, it's more like a candle's steady glow, small but unwavering, lighting the way in the darkness. Both are beautiful and necessary. Honor whatever form your power takes today. It's yours, uniquely shaped by your experiences, your dreams, your struggles, and your joy and peace. Oh, sweet peace. Is not a distant dream or a reward you have to earn. After all the hard work, it is a gift that is always accessible, right? Here, in this very moment. Peace is the gentle stillness beneath the noise. The quiet center that holds you steady when life pulls you in many directions. You don't have to chase it or grasp for it. You only need to soften and let it in. Notice how peace feels in your body. The easing of tension, the slowing of breath. The lightness that comes when you stop fighting and start receiving. Your purpose, dear one, is not a heavy burden or a checklist of achievements. It's a call from your heart, a whisper from your soul guiding you towards what truly nourishes you, and by extension, others. Your purpose might shift and change as you grow, and that's perfectly okay. It's not a rigid destination, but a living, breathing path that unfolds with each choice you make. Sometimes your purpose reveals itself in big, bold ways. Sometimes in small, quiet acts of kindness and courage. Every step you take in alignment with your deepest self is a step toward fulfilling your purpose. Now, I want to gently remind you that you are not alone on this journey, even when it feels like you walk a solitary path. Remember that you are connected to a vast web of love and support. There are unseen hands holding you up, hearts beating alongside yours, and a universe that conspires in your favor. When you feel weary, lean into this truth. Reach out to the people who lift you. Share your burden and welcome their care. And never hesitate to ask for help. It is a sign of strength, not weakness. I invite you to take a moment now and think about the people who have been your light, your comfort, or your cheerleaders. Maybe it's a friend, a family member, a teacher, or even someone you've never met but whose words or action touched your heart. If you feel moved, share in the comments below a name or a story of someone who has helped you along your path. Your gratitude might inspire others to recognize the support in their own life, creating ripples of connection and love. As you continue to walk through your day, try to carry this awareness with you. Your journey, with all its twists, turns, highs, and lows, is a sacred dance of becoming. Each stumble is a step toward growth. Each pause a chance to rest and reflect. Each leap a courageous act of faith. There is no perfect way to move forward. Only your way, unfolding moment by moment. And in this unfolding, be gentle with yourself. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to fix everything at once. Healing, growth, and change happen in their own time, often in mysterious and surprising ways. Trust the process, even when it feels slow or confusing. Trust that every experience is adding to the richness of your story and the depth of your wisdom. Sometimes you might feel the urge to rush, to push harder, or to control outcome. When that happens, pause and breathe. Remember that surrender is not giving up. It's a brave choice to let go of what you cannot change and to open your hands for what is ready to come. Surrender creates space for miracles, for unexpected blessings, and for the gentle unfolding of your soul's desire. And speaking of miracles, don't overlook the small one. The soft whispers of possibility that show up in everyday moments. The smile from a stranger, the warmth of sunlight on your face, the unexpected answer to a prayer you barely voiced. These are the universe's way of reminding you that you are held in a web of love far greater than you can see. So, as you embrace your power, peace, and purpose, remember to celebrate the little miracles along the way. Celebrate the moments when you choose love over fear, kindness over judgment, and hope over despair. Celebrate the times you show up for yourself, even when it's hard. These are the victories that build the life you are meant to live. And as you walk forward, keep your heart open to the unknown, your mind curious about what lies ahead, and your spirit ready to receive all the gifts waiting for you. The path is yours to create, and every step you take is a testament to your courage and grace. Now, take a deep breath and feel into this space of possibility and love that surrounds. You know that I am with you, not just as a distant presence, but as a close companion who delights in your growth, who celebrates your joy, and who holds you tenderly through your struggle. Let this truth settle into your bone, into the very core of who you are. You are infinitely loved. You are never alone, and you are exactly where you need to be. With this knowing, you can move forward with a lightness in your step and a song in your heart.